Alrighty everybody, hello and welcome back to another stream of RogueTech, this time renamed to Clan Stars, or at least it should be. Maybe I haven't figured that one out just yet. But yeah, so patch 3, I believe it is, has finally dropped for RogueTech, which includes Mission Control's Expanded Lances, which means theoretically you can drop with 8 mechs, which is crazy. Hello MJ Hogs, hello Canuck, hello Dynock, welcome to the stream. Glad all three of you could join us for this one, as we're going to have a little bit of fun tonight with any luck in mind. Alright, so we return once again to Apollo's Vipers to hopefully get ourselves ready to go. And I just want to check something really quick. I'm just going to grab this, because I haven't actually had the chance to, actually look at this. So if I were to do this, it just works. Can I seriously just feel the... I can seriously just feel the extra lance. Oh, that's gotta be fun. My only complaint just so happens to be the fact that clans should be deploying as stars. Hello, Night Hunter. Welcome to the stream. Glad you could join us for this one. So we will be trying out the brand new clan stars setup. I may actually just drop as a star. That might actually be an interesting way to play, although we're a little bit light on some mechs. Let's do a quick check on through, make sure that everything is set up as we need it. You are all currently injured and desperately attempting to get yourselves healed back up. Where did we leave the mech bay? I just need to double check on everything, because I was hoping to actually do this tomorrow in terms of just going through all the mech bay and doing all sort of the setup for this. But hey, with the patch dropping today, I definitely wanted to drop today. Hello Laurendale, welcome to the stream. Yes, of course you were recognized, MJ Hogs. Of course you would be recognized. Our stream isn't big enough for me not to recognize people. This actually looks fairly decent. Alright, so we still have 5 mechs. I don't think I have anything in storage at the moment. We are currently building our way towards a fire starter, was it? Or was that in the other campaign? No, yep, definitely building towards a fire starter. I have 4 of 5 parts for that one. Medium mechs, we are kind of close to a Shadowcat, which I would really, really like to get, because Shadowcats are, well, just pretty cool. Also to a Viper, also cool. Also 45 tons, which obviously not ideal, but that's currently what we're probably going to be aiming for. Okay, so we've checked in on everybody. Our mechs are relatively intact, and we are 1 day away from most, 2 days away from most of our pilots being able to go. Of course, aside of course from Jester and T-Bone, who both decided to catch autocannon shells with their face. Generally not a great idea. Commando is 12 days out. I don't know what we're doing with it, but hey, that's not a big deal. And the Locust will be ready now. So, lovely. Let's go see what happened to the Locust. It did have a pair of Streak LRM 5s, last I remember it. So, I don't think anything too bad happened to it. Just a little bit of armor damage that got patched up. Good job there. Anybody remember what we got last time? Let's see. Well, I will say this one. The only other RogueTech clan campaign I've seen. Really? That's interesting. Updating RogueTech now? It's a fairly decent update. And also, I believe it still is working on the previous CAB, so you don't need to do anything with that, I don't think, but I'm not gonna hold that as gospel lest I accidentally be wrong. Okay, so we have pretty much all our pilots done except for T-Bone and Jester, which gives us 6 mechs. Hopefully we can drop in and have a little bit of fun. Let's go see if we can find a contract for our little band of merry men. We would prefer to do something just a little bit harder than a half skull, but you know what, I'll take the half skull if that's what I gotta get. We'll take the half skull, we'll go maximum salvage. This ought to be great. Clan Steel Viper will love us for it. Just gotta view the details, see if there's anything special about this one. No. Okay, we're gonna see what happens when we try and drop our entire company on top of it. Close? Ooh, I think I have identified a bug. So can't hit the close button. That's not a big problem. Okay, so I think I want to get the Urban Mech to see the Lego on the field. The Lego, of course, is a very long-range fire support weapon system, so we need to get someone who has a fairly decent gunnery, and that'll be Coach. Coach, get in the Lego. This is Sprogue's personal mech as far as I'm concerned at this point. Always a good idea to check Nexus to ensure that you have the latest compatible with TAB. Yep. An excellent suggestion, Aaron. Shade, sorry. Your name comes up as Aaron Shade. It confuses me. Sorry, Shade. Hi, Shade. Welcome to the stream. Let's see if we can't just drop on these people and see what happens. We're bringing a full clan star at this point. So we've got 5 mechs, so we may as well drop all of them. We'll have a 6 later on, but I don't know what's going to happen with these 3 empty slots. If it's going to punish me. The Cougar's underweight, but we already knew about that. It's underweight by 1/10 of a ton, so who really cares? Alright, yeah, this is... I won't say it's long overdue, because I can't imagine that getting this to actually work in-game was not just the absolute hardest dogfight ever. Blame the Googles. But this is definitely a change that I think a lot of the community has wanted, and one that I'm really kind of confused why HBS has always been so against it. Like, it just seems like something that you would make easy for people. Yeah, Hairbrace Goons has announced on several occasions that they had no intention of allowing you to field more than one lance, and I just feel that is a terrible, terrible decision. You should be able to field as many lances as you want, as many as you can, manage. Although, personally, I would have locked it behind the ability to drop another Leopard, but that's just me. Alright, so Insurrection, Interception, I won't read it because I won't try and destroy you with all the voices. I caught the stream and have free from work. Oh, that's awesome, Matt. Get a day off on Friday? I don't think that you're from the U.S. because we have a day off on Monday for Labor Day. It was a nice little holiday. Got to chill, relax, sleep in a bit. Actually, no, we had lots of work to get done. Full company drop someday. That would be very interesting. Probably take forever, but you know what? I'd be up for it. It does turn missions into a bit of a slog sometimes. That's, we'll see what we can manage out of it, Dunnock. Definitely got to see if we can't have a little bit of fun with it. Although I have been told that it takes a little while for the thing to catch up on occasion. So, oh, the portraits work too. Everything appears to be here. And we've got some VTOLs to go with us. Do I have control of these VTOLs? Do I get to experience the joy of this? Apparently we have Sergeant Major Ashley Cox. So apparently we're getting out there to do this. Let's see what happens. Do I have control over you? Or it doesn't look like I have control. Just based purely on a portrait perspective. But, so apparently we're going off somewhere in this direction. Yeah. So there's the propagandist and there's the reinforcements. We could probably drop on top of the propagandist and kill them relatively short order. So a half-scale mission, so I can't imagine it's going to be that difficult a mission, but I don't want to say that lest I jinx myself. Alright, the Lego. Time to get you going. Lego my Lego. Anybody else hear the cicadas like really loudly? More than 3 ships for Starfleet Command? That would be good. Oh, if you can figure out how to break that, that would be amazing. That requires whole new UI elements, and it's just... that's going to get crazy. Although this also required whole new UI elements. Not quite sure if it would be able to work with the hard code, though. Although this does mean that there will be several quality of life upgrades that are going to need to be made at some point in the relatively near future, mainly around things like escort missions and that kind of crap.
What's up, boss?
Let's see. It would probably break difficulty more than one lance. I only get one day off because I have to work on Sunday. Ooh. Hello, Big Brick. Welcome to the stream. Glad you could join us for this one, as we're about to drop our entire... well, we did drop our entire star on top of something. So the clan invasion commences with the proper number of forces this time. Alright, Exodus, keep it coming. Alright, so I'm wondering if it is their intention, and I don't know if anybody from the RogueTech team can actually answer this, if it's the intention to keep it so that this ability is available from the get-go, or if eventually they plan on gating it behind certain Argo upgrades. I know which direction I'd kind of prefer, but I'd always fascinated to know what other people are thinking about. Battles include more... so Shade says, battles include more lances to help to balance the fact that you can bring multiple lances, and I think I've seen 5 to 6 enemy lances so far. Oh, that's gonna be rough. 5 to 6 lances on just a normal mission. It's gonna I mean, yeah, we've got our little friendlies up here, but still, that's gonna be interesting. Alright, Ripper, moving out 2 inches. It looks like most of our forces only moved out about 2 inches. And we'll keep Apollo in his Cougar moving forward. Keep together with the group. Jam everything, it'll be great. Hey, you got a star on the field. Nice. Yep, we got the entire star. So just enough mechs in order to actually make it work. 900 says he wants a Union-class dropship. I am not opposed to that at all. 12 mechs all at once. Just die. And also quite a bit of firepower, although they still haven't managed to give me the Leopard with the ability to, you know, strafe the ground. So I can't imagine that the Union would also be there. Although, just having the Union drop down as a physical asset would be pretty interesting if you were to get that upgrade. But yeah, personally... no, I'm gonna refrain from being too much of a jerk, but I do think that if it would be possible to gate it behind some upgrades, I think that'd be great. Although, also, just speaking from a purely, like, dream day at some point, it'd be nice to see if, like, clan starts automatically could begin with just 5 mechs, just to work with that. Alright, they're moving very, very slowly in with their supporting forces, which does make me somewhat worried because I've been told to expect now 5 to 6 lances, so I'm a little bit afraid. That makes sense. Yes, there has been chatter of gating the extra drops behind Arco upgrades. Still have to see how the balance shakes out. I think part of it also just comes from having too much to do early game. So, there is a period of time where you kind of want to just enjoy. Hi, propagandist. Oh, look, it's a fire starter. I need exactly 1 part of you in order to... maybe not. We're going to hope that I just need 1 part of you in order to make my next mech. Fire! Oh, good hit with the heavy large laser. Arclight, can you back that up or not so much? The answer to that question is not so much, and particularly terrible, terrible accuracy. So just finish up, you're done. You ain't doing nothing. Big Brick, I'm gonna have to dig around the coding and see what you can change the number of drop spots. Yeah, actually know nothing about that. I suppose I could try and find out at some point, but I'd rather play than figure it out. Ah, the joys of not being someone who actually does the coding. Do I take a 20% shot, or do I switch it over? No, it's not worth it. We're just gonna brace. I don't want to get the recoil on that cannon. Also, that cannon has a habit of exploding, so I'd rather not risk the explosions. We'll just keep everybody rushing on in so we can get up close and personal, kill the propagandists, and then turn on whoever's in the next lance. Hopefully get lots of stuff. Stuff is always the thing that we desire. Stuff and things. Mustn't forget the things. What? I've been away for too long. You can field a star now? Yes, we have fielded an entire star. You can actually field 2 full lances now, Mr. T405. Play game? Who does that? Not modders, that's for sure. I sort of feel sorry for you guys at times. But yeah, Mr. T, you can now field 2 full lances if you want. Although we actually don't have enough mechs to do that with, so we're just fielding the 5 mechs that we've got. And we just call it a star, because it works out quite nicely. So the entire clan star, though, getting on the way. What is it like? Playing games? Interesting, enjoyable, fun. Oh, he's running. Don't let him run. Don't let him get out of here. Let's get right up close and personal. Oh, wait, no, you've got your risk MMLs now, don't you? Yeah, I can't get too close. If I get too close, I don't have the accuracy to kill you. Do I have any additional ammunition? I do have tandem SRMs. Who'd have thunk it? Hiya, buddy. 70%. Do I have dead fires? Give me... No, I just have tandems. Fire! There we go, causing all kinds of damage. Exodus, if you can get up and follow that up with a beautiful strike, I would just be much obliged. You've got streak LRMs from close range, 50% dance to hit, nailing them even more. Enemy phase, please don't be the fire starter, because the fire starter probably doesn't have that far to move in order to get out of the area. Punisher! Yeah, you're just gonna walk up behind it, because you got a big old heavy large laser, and hopefully you're gonna plant it right between his shoulder blades. Are you gonna cook? Yes. Oh, there goes half the mech right there. His right arm is gone. Did we take the torso with it? It looks like I managed to destroy his endosteel, which, you know, is interesting. Lauren, also, if you field 2 lances, the enemy's going to field like 4 in shade response or more. What mod does that? Which one gives you 2 lance drops? This would be RogueTech. I don't know specifically which internal mod, but I think it has something to do with the that one battle thing. Is it with the latest patch? Yes, it is the patch that came out today. So, because it came out today, I decided to, instead of playing MechWarrior Living Legends with Sprogue like I had been promising him for the past 3 days, I once again begged off to play this. Sorry, Sprogue. Nah, he was okay with it. He gave me permission. I was like, dude, I will totally play with you instead, if you want. After all, this is a hobby channel. And he's dead. Propagandist dead. Good job, everybody. Succeed. We're about to get another 35-ton mech. Time to spam all the elementals. Oh, if I could spam elementals without having to worry about killing a pilot, that'd be interesting. It looks like we've got a internal combustion Urban mech. So, do I just set up for a long range with the Lego? I think we do. Urban mech on Urban Combat. Switch to normal. It's a 25%. Fire! You missed. The first shot with that silver bullet gauss, and you missed. To be fair, I only gave him a 1 in 5 chance to happen. So hopefully we will be able to walk out of it. It is quite apparent that these guys have no idea what's going on. Oh, I now see what LA was talking about. She was like, you know what? We may have to just give you control over them because they are dumb. And, yeah, they're absolutely done. Let's shut off the heavy large and just give it a little bit of plinking. We managed to tag him. Excellent. Looks like it's time to download RogueTech again. You should have been downloading it once the Urban Warfare update came out, or, you know, sooner. It is pretty awesome. What they have managed to do with this patch is just loads of fun, and this particular patch of the patch is even better. Time to scrap the Urban. No, Nathan, we're not going to scrap the Urban. It's the Lego, and it's Sprogue's mech, and he'd probably be really irritated if I broke his Urban mech on the same day that I begged off playing games with him. Let's just continue to burst fire into him. Miss, and I don't see if that third one hit, so I don't really know how that worked out. Always time to install RogueTech. Yes, you will install RogueTech many times. For many various reasons. Do I just want to keep the pressure on, or do I want to attempt to get the shot in? I've got streak LRM 5s, let's be honest, just fire every time. Because they won't shoot if they don't lock on, which is just awesome. It's one of the best things about the piece of equipment. Walk forward, easy and protected. Oh, lovely. We've got a 37. I'm just going to brace. Next turn, we'll see if we can't get some accurate fire. Doesn't that Urban exist in a perpetual state of scrap? You see, I actually have a gun now that has a scrap firing mode. So really, he's throwing his heart at the enemy. Alright, so... So does the enemy scale with the amount of lances you drop with? I am told that it just scales with the maximum lances you could drop with, and then you get supporting forces to try and make up for the fact that you don't drop with the full tonnage. But that is just my assumptions, and based on some statements I've heard from other people. Do not take that to the bank. You will get in trouble. Heavy large laser back to on. Let's burn him down. Oh, there goes entire left shoulder. A cultivator. Oh, so it was an agrimach. That kind of makes me feel bad now. Exodus. Yes, please come along and just with your locust. All of your locust-like firepower is 99%. No heat gained. Just easy engine crits. I love these Streak LRM-5s. There was a time when I didn't know they existed, and I was like, so much sadder than I am now. Fire, not the tandems. Give him the LRMs, because we have a lot more of those. So left leg destroyed. He's going down with that one. I do my own mod, so maybe I can dissect it. Good luck. Although I do warn that if you break things when you mod selfly, that the RogueTech developers do not sort of support that. So if you break something, then they're going to tell you you're on your own. Just a warning. Although you probably know that. Do I plan to shell? You know what? I'm gonna risk it. We're gonna see if we can't plant it in the side torso. No. Oh wait. We did it! He hit the leg, blew that up, and then somehow killed the pilot. So, a bit unfortunate for the pilot, but hey, not too terrible. Where is the enemy? Oh, there they are, the supporting forces. Apparently there's 3 other mechs in that supporting force. Get the Cougar, time to get on forward, see if you can't get a little bit of electronic countermeasure interference going on. Be a little scary if you drop with 12 mechs and the enemy has like 24. Yeah, but it's gonna be worse, because it's gonna be like you're gonna drop with like 3 mechs, and they're gonna have 24. At least that's what I assume it to be. Shade, you might be able to correct me on this one. Thornbush trash cans with guns. They filled me full of trash, so I filled them full of lead. That is still one of the better posters. Although, are we... Yeah, we're probably looking at yet another Urban Mech posse. We run into way too many of these things. I think somebody went a little bit overlord on building all of the Urban Mechs in the universe. Come on, we need a little bit of mech variety, man. The chance of an extra enemy lance is dependent on your contract, not how many mechs you bring. Interesting. RogueTech does not come apart well at all. This is true. Better grab the public versions of some mods that some of these make. Yeah, if you can Lego it together, that's probably a better way if you don't want to just swallow the whole package. Although I very much enjoy the whole package. That is my thing on this. Because it makes the game complicated like I desire. Ultra autocannon versus normal autocannon. I wonder who's more dangerous or important to me. I'll stop doing that. Fire! Okay, we got a couple of hits. Good job. Punisher, you're a bit toasty. And I do want to save that ultra autocannon if at all possible. So, sprint on over here and turn off the ER medium. Turn off the tag. The tag doesn't care. It is honestly that ER that large. I gotta shoot anyway. Fire! You missed, but you did tag him. So at least he's been tagged. It will be easy to hit. Don't shut down. Thank you. Okay, we can work with that later. I mean, Urbies are one of the most widely used mechs. Not really. Urban mechs are the most widely used in the Capellan Confederation, but that's because they ran out of mechs. Everybody else always put them towards the back. So. Let's... Oh, one of our missile launchers is jammed. This is unfortunate. Fire all the rest of the missile launchers, and hopefully Tony will work. Just what determines extra lances? You got it covered. Do I have it covered? I missed what you need me to weigh into. Oh yeah, just the chance for extra lances. Alright, Lego. Time to get in there. Time to be a hero. The hero that everybody knew that you could always be. 69%. Make it happen, Sprog. Nice. Dynock, are you guess? Yes, Dynock. Yeah, Dynock's glass. So, Apollo. I want you to be hyper aggressive against a mech who can potentially gut you in just very, very few volleys. Just, he could do it in epic speed, actually. So you may want to avoid dying. Fire everything! Ooh, crap. Did I cook? I did not cook. Amazingly enough, we can actually have it. And we started a fire! Oh, we don't do that all that often anymore. It's broke easy. I love breaking code and rearranging it to make it work. Ooh, you're a dangerous person. You're a dangerous person in the RogueTech universe. Urban Mech 2C, waddling on forward. Come take care of that. You know better than I would at this point. Another Urban Mech. Just all the Urban Mechs. All of them. All over the place. Yeah, when you fight lights, you fight mostly Urban Mechs at this point. How many Urban Mechs do we have at this point in the game? Isn't it like 50-something? At least? Oh, just because they went on sprees. Just absolute sprees. Which is lovely because it allows you to get some really great equipment from some really I'm not going to call them trashy mechs because I'm going to try to avoid the puns moving forward, despite the fact that being the favorite pastime of certain members. Can I shoot the heavy large laser from here? I think I can. It's 54 heat, isn't it? Let's give it a shot. Yes, I can. We chill out just enough. Fire. There goes his left arm. Just gone. No more medium pulse laser. Big brick. All the Urbies. Yes, indeed. Oh, if you've got a hankering for trash, RogueTech is for you. Oh, and you've brought an electronic countermeasure. That is not okay. We got to kill this 2C before the electronic countermeasure one shows up. And basically spoils all of my fun and days. Fire it! Can we please just break? Thank you. Taken care of. Engine destroyed. Alright, so we got the Urban Mech 2C's Ultra Autocannon 10, which is always nice. And do I want to put pressure on you? I kind of want to do just so I can maybe kill you before, you know, your buddy shows up, and that would make my life so much easier. Fire the missiles! Good job. So you're going to blame me for the Urban? You should change the Urban call sign. You named the Lego. No, I'm not blaming you for this Urby. I'm blaming other people in the RogueTech team for all the Urbies. You don't even know how many Urban Mechs there are. Oh, which is even more funny because in our other campaign, Howl's Harrows, which gets posted quite often because I post it, we have just 3 Urban Mechs in our company at this point, and 2 of which are on active duty. So, we use them a lot. Are the friendly helicopters going to actually show up and support us on this one, or are they too busy taking a look at the scenery and clearly catching bugs? Well, they probably are catching bugs. That's probably their job. And I can't get a shot there, but I'm not super happy about it. Mainly because I worry that the Lego will not be able to effectively do its job. 63, 17, guess what we're shooting at. I set this sucker to burst fire mode, if you please. Cluster, 69%. Wait. Okay, it was a little bit higher. Fire the cluster! Ooh, just... Ooh. That looked like it hurt a lot. Locust is getting plinked at a little bit. All the Urbies are belong to us. Normally I'd agree, but seriously I can't stress enough starting with RogueTech modding, start with the components. Yeah, it is definitely recommended by the team and most of us who like play the game from the team to not mod. More little light fire coming out. We can't actually see it because we're looking from the perspective of the VTOLs, part of the current mod setup for visibility and all that sort of fun stuff. Arclight! I'd like you to kill him, if at all possible. Can you just shoot and scoot? Oh, you do have shoot and scoot. Not him. Oh, he's not actually in your sight line. That is unfortunate. 75, I'll take that. Take aim! And kill. Okay, he's not dead, but that's definitely a step in the right direction. Silver bullet misfired? Ooh, did it? Gotta right click. Ooh, it did. Can't do that again. We'll have to fire just a normal to prevent it from exploding, because that would be bad on many levels. Swing it over here, see if we can't kill this guy before his buddy can show up, because otherwise we'll be in a lot of pain. Mainly I just want to remove the Urban Mech from the field. Punisher, you've got a heavy large laser, and I got a target. I'd like to bring those two things together. And together they shall be. Oh, just brutal. I love that heavy large laser so much. You have no idea how happy it makes me whenever Punisher fires that heavy large. It's like I have brought a weapon to the table that is just a fascinating combination of autocannons and lasers in all the best ways. Alright, let's see if we can't get a good line of sight against you. I have no chance to hit you, but I'm going to burst you anyway because I chill out anyway while doing it. But I do need to bring in one of my mechs to start jamming, well, counter-jamming this guy. Coach! Yeah, turn this thing back to normal mode, because otherwise you're just going to blow yourself up, and we'd prefer not to do that. We're somewhat against that idea, which is why we don't make use of bombs. Just settle the gun. Don't recoil it. It'll be fine. Just need a streak heavy large laser? Now that's an interesting combination. Sounds like a bomb-pulsed laser. Basically, you fire a nuclear bomb, and the nuclear bomb then charges, like, to fire a laser. You can read all about them if you want to read the Honor Harrington books, which I do actually highly recommend. They're fairly fantastic military fiction. We're going to set up the electronic countermeasure because I've already got somebody else that's currently providing successful jamming for me. Probably shouldn't do it so much on the Arctic Cheetah because it's so gosh darn fast it has to totally reprogram every location this mech can use. Oh good, it's almost done. Not quite. There we go. Alright, lovely. Sprint into range so we can start countering his jamming. Also, I do think I have a superior level of jamming going on for him. The mech is on fire. Huh. I'm going to turn on the ER medium instead. Fire! You missed both times, but luckily I didn't cook on this one, so we're feeling pretty good. Heavy large lasers are the best weapon in the game for me. No, they're not. First of all, we have a hyper laser, which is clearly superior, and also there's a rack 20 in this game. I don't know if you know that, Rogue, but yeah, it's rack 20. It doesn't really need any other thing. Oh my God, Laurendale, you actually know these books. Like, seriously, nobody I know knows these books. Thank you for knowing these books. You know, like, everything when it comes to nerd culture. It's getting to be a little bit weird, man. I can't make a single nerd reference without you, like, I know exactly what he's talking about. Which, on the one hand, is really cool. On the other hand, is like, wow. Although, I do have to say, they get worse as they go further on. Like, on Basilisk Station is so much better than a lot of the newer ones. Just because everything gets so ridiculous. It's like, oh, we're shooting missile salvos of thousands of missiles. There's dozens of starships are dying instantaneously. And it's like, you kind of lost the human element that was a lot of fun on it. Stop reading around 8 or 9. If you read, I think it's Shadow of Saganami, the one where they go back to a single heavy cruiser out in the middle of the, what's it called again? It's the German backlands or whatever they are. So that goes back to sort of the old thing. Really, David Weber just has a problem with scale. When he gets too big, it starts becoming kind of pointless. But when he goes back down, it's really, really good. Have them all in audio format in the other spin-offs? That's really cool. Yeah, Shadow of Saganami was pretty good. David Weber is a great author. He is, except for one book. And I wonder if Laurendale will be able to just immediately guess that book. But there is one book that he wrote that was just trash. I know it was a joke. It was still pretty trash. Fire everything. Make him hurt. There he goes. His leg is destroyed. He has lost his Nelsig. Oh, that's a shame. I wanted to steal the Nelsig. That would have been great to have. But no, he does not exist anymore. Well, he's about to die. Have you read the Battletech novels? I've read some of them. By some of them, I mean I've read Legend of the Jade Phoenix, and that's it. Which, to be fair, I like Legend of the Jade Phoenix. By the way, screw Marth. But aside from that, no. Let's fire into his leg. So, the book that I'm talking about is the one where he wrote the Vampires versus Werewolves book, where basically dog people invade planet Earth, and then it's horrific. And I know he wrote it as a book. It's just a bad book. It's a really, really bad book. You can't get away from it. It's just terrible. I'm going to get right next to you to ensure that my accuracy is maximum, and then I'm going to try and blow your leg off. Is it the Yes, it is, Nathan. It's the Vampires versus Werewolves book. Because it was bad. And I know, it was a joke. Still a terrible book. Alright. Also because it ends so stupidly. It's like, wow, this entire invasion, and now it's done. Wait, what? Are you talking about the one where the dogs invade Earth? Yep. With Vlad the Impaler, where they find out the one random Russian guy that they've been seeking shelter with was Vlad the Impaler, so they all become vampires and ride on the side of shuttles up to the dog ships and blow them all up. And it's like, wow, this was like, what? Totally pointless. What happened to the Lego? It says that there's something wrong with it. Oh yeah, the gun got broken. Oh, the UI is a little bit tiny, but that's fine. That's what we've got to work with. It's beautiful. It's beautiful, and I love it. And I hope it improves. Oh, we got a disputed salvage. So they want to take my Urban Mech salvage, of which I can make an entire mech, and they are willing to give me 3 240 ray diffusion cores, 2 standard, and 2 Guardian ECMs. You know what? I think I'm gonna accept. Plus, we get reputation, and we didn't need all those Urban Mechs anyway. What happened? There's my Ultra Autocannon. Thank you. Ooh, Engine Pirate. Yeah, it was a twist. Yeah, that's one way of putting it. Also, then you've got all those really stupid scenes where, like, the sniper guy suddenly comes up out of the ground and he's dual-wielding, like, was it Berettas or Desert Eagles? Because it's at that point where you really kind of get the feeling that he's really kind of taking the piss. I was like, really, dude? Come on. Do I go for the fusion cores, or do I go for this Ultra Autocannon that I really like? Or the Guardian ECM? How many of these do I have? I have one other, so I'm already good on that. Could take an Ultra Gyro, but the instability is a little bit of a danger. UAC ammo types 2. I could just get myself an Ultra Autocannon. I could actually make a Cougar D with very little effort at this point. See, the Lego did great. Yes, the Lego did do good. I take 2 cans of cocoa for an urban mech. Oh yeah, the fire starter. Thanks for the reminder. We do need that. That is a very good point. I will take the gun and take the fire starter and hope for the ammo. So we got an urban mech part, an ERPPC. That's a nice pickup. Not terrible. Picked up the tag as well. Got the exchanger. Thank you. Did not get the ammunition. So we have a gun with no ammo, which, you know, the sacrifices that you make in order for great things. Although we should now be able to build a fire starter 2C. And I could put, you know, an ultra autocannon on that fire starter, and it wouldn't be able to shoot it, because I don't have any ammo. Unless I've got a double rack somewhere around there, in which case, yeah, interesting. But yeah, 2 of 9 priority salvage managed to give us some interesting pieces of equipment. Honestly, the ultra autocannon probably not ideal. Like, I get that, but I like ultra autocannons. They're very cool. Plus, it's a clan version, which I believe the clan version will be more accurate, or not accurate, but will be more reliable. Maybe that's not the case, but it will sure as heck be lighter. So we can use it a little bit more easily on that one. By the way, all these people in chat, hi and thank you so much for joining us on this little adventure as we continue the campaigns of Apollo's Vipers. I just want to know that if you are enjoying the content, if you're on YouTube, maybe hit the subscribe button. If you're on Twitch, maybe press the follow button. Now, I was not intending to stream today, so I don't quite have my follow alerts all set up, but if you want to do that, I will actually take some time at the end of the stream to look through to see if anybody actually followed during the stream. Now, the core audience, quite obviously, is YouTube, and yeah, so there is that. But yeah, we are starting to try and expand our Twitch presence just a little bit more so we can be slightly more active in that arena. We're up to 30 followers on Twitch, and you guys actually also have done some really amazing work recently, and I'm sorry for rambling on about this a little bit, but this is really awesome that you guys have done. We hit 730 subscribers recently, which is a growth of 120 subs in a month, which for this channel is just lightning fast, and I just want to say thank you to all the people who have subscribed lately, and all the people who have been subscribed to me for a long time. We've been doing this for about 2.5 years now, and you guys have just been the best, and I just want to say a heartfelt thank you as we continue our off-day stream. Alright, so we basically took no major damage. We have a couple of repairs. Oh yeah, that's why I went in there. We need to build a fire starter. At least I think we can build a fire starter. Please let me build this. Haha, 2C. Ready it. Give me the fire starter parts. Confirm. Build me this mech. Alright, so we have a brand new fire starter. It sports a Puma emblem. So I wonder who built this one. So show me my brand new 2C. Everybody say hi to it. It's beautiful. It's lovely. Actually, the fire starter is one of the better looking mechs in the light category when it comes to humanoids. I like the face. The face is quite fun. Alright, let's refit this son of a bitch and see what we can actually do with it. Sorry for my language. Fix your silver bullet. Yes, good point. I will do that shortly. We got the gun! Yes! I can't field it though, because I don't think I have a Clan XL. Do I have a Clan XL? I do not. Okay, so we can't field it. But we got the gun! We didn't get the double heatsink kit either, but we don't need that. That's fine. Dump the flamers. Can I somehow possibly fit this thing in? No. Not without turning it into an urban mech. Wait, we did? Oh, we did! Oh, wow, I was looking down here for some reason instead of up here. I'm sorry, buddy, but I'm stripping you for parts. I am stripping everything off of this mech. Rip it out and put it on the Lego? No. Just, no. I am not putting that on the Lego. Oh, we do gotta build this into something. It's got 5 ballistic, 5 energy, 3 missile, and 3, support hardpoints. So we could really do a little bit of everything. I kind of want to like lean in with the ballistic theme just because that's what it was really built with. Putting a 210 fusion core is what to this thing? A lot of tonnage. That's what that is. Guns. I've got a light Gauss rifle I could give it, which might not be the worst plan ever. So if I give it a light Gauss rifle and give it some ammunition for said light Gauss rifle, should have it somewhere around here. There it is. The double. Put the double round in there. Put it in the center torso just for giggles, and see if I can't equip this thing so it can actually do something. So first things of course first, we throw the ferrofibers back in there because that's what it wants to do. Keep the gas rifle out. I'm keeping that heatsink, keeping that double heatsink. Those are all broken parts. We'll give it endosteel too. It's one of our lower level endosteels. It's really our only endosteel left, but that will fill it out just fine. We're 2 tons away from being able to do something with it. How fast is this thing actually moving? It's an 11.7. Does it really need to be that fast? The answer to that question is no. Although if you answered that yes to that, then I have several pieces of equipment I need to sell you. So if I get about 185, this drops me down to 10.6, and I'm half a ton away. Is a machine gun mech any good? Haven't tried one. They're a bit mixed. I actually had the arrow for a while in one of my campaigns. It has a large pulse laser and 6 machine guns. It's okay. But if you're not combining a machine gun mech with somebody who can rip really big holes into something, you're going to struggle a little bit, especially now that they took away the ability to just do call shots, headshots. Because it used to be that just a whole ton of machine guns, a whole ton of light machine guns, was the best way to go, because you would just go for a called shot, headshot every single time, and eventually you'd plink away their head and they'd die. Well, you can't do that anymore, so now you really got to be crit hunting, and in order to crit hunt, you actually have to hit, exposed areas of the mech. 140 rate fusion core gives me a what? It gives me a movement of 8.5, which is, normal mech speeds for a lot of people. Because I don't have the actual engine to throw anything else in there. Kind of do want to keep up with the 185. What else could I put on this thing? I've already got most of my weight-saving technology. I did not grab the ultralight gyro. That would have been helpful in this particular condition. And I don't have a small cockpit, which I wouldn't want to give it anyway, but, always an option there. Anything else I can rip off of you, or am I just going to have to shed half a ton of weight? Because I really don't want to. I actually do want to put more weapons on it. What do you guys think? Even smaller fusion core to start putting some supplementary weapons onto it? Speaking of which, I could probably come over here and figure out what sort of supplementary weapons we are talking about. Do I have a pair of ER mediums? I do. So I could do something like that with a smaller engine. So right now I am moving at 10.6. The mech was designed to move at 11.7, and in order to equip it like this, we would need a grand total speed of 8.5. So we're losing 3 pips off the run and 1 pip off the walk? Really? That doesn't seem right. Is that really the case? How many pips off the walk did I lose? 2 pips off the walk, so 3 off the run, 2 off the walk. Which is not the biggest of deals, because we've got it would be equipped very much for long-range combat. I think I'm kind of leaning into that one. We do have some broken stuff on it. Oh yeah, we do also need additional heat sinks just to finish that off. Let's come in here and throw on our additional heat sinks. Can I have my broken heat sinks just to get them out of here? Thank you. Throw one in the head. And then just fill out the rest of the other ones. I'll put them in the feet so that in case we walk in water, they become even more effective, I'm told. Although that may just be, lies told to children, such as me. And we'll set it up like that. So what do you guys think? Any thoughts before we lock this in? Oh, just barely off from being able to do that. And of course, fix that. So we're losing a little bit of firepower. We're going from the Gauss, which is supposed to be 75. We're taking a light Gauss instead, which is the same bloody weight. Huh. You don't say. Right, because it's a clan Gauss rifle. But I kind of want to save it for other things. Seems slow. It does seem a little bit slow to make this work. I could build it around the gun, but I'm only picking up an additional little bit of speed. How fast is that in terms of tabletop movement? Oh, that's a 4.6. That's like fast assault speeds. As far as I know, heat sinks in the feet only helps on tabletop. Oh, okay. Yeah, we may actually need a larger size fusion core, and we may I just don't want to put the Gauss rifle in it because it's a really good gun. I want to save it for something a little bit more important and impressive. Oh, but maybe it's not the worst idea ever. It is definitely slow though. How much does he finish in this? 30 for 47. Jeez, this thing cooks. Just the ER mediums are ridiculous. It seems slow and it seems kind of weak too, if we're completely honest. Could go with machine guns. What kind of machine guns am I currently looking at? I got 2. That's not enough to build a mech. So we would be down to missiles, which I don't think I have many SRM mechs, but that's for a reason. Is a light Gauss plus double ammo worth a drop in speed? It's not this that is causing the drop in speed. It's these 2 medium lasers. So if I remove the medium lasers and then drop half a ton, I can actually get this mech still going up to a speed of 10.6, which means I'm only losing 1 off the run and 1 off the walk, which, not terrible. The only problem is that, pull these off, I only have a single weapon, which at this point I would have to replace it with the normal Gauss rifle. That just would not be an option anymore, because I would have to do this. Which, because it's the same weight, at this point it's a big hole puncher. This is basically the Urban mech, except faster, I think. And, putting more stuff into it. So if I were to pull a little bit more off the legs. If I were to do something like, say, this, then I could get myself to the right tonnage in order to do this. Now, this isn't me running at the full speed of 210, but this is still giving me a pretty decent hole puncher. You get somebody with a breaching cockpit in this thing, they're gonna run train on things. So speaking of, let's go check our cockpits. Artemis, improved fire control system, gives me a call shot. Throw that in there just in case. Basic. I was thinking keeping the lasers, dropping the Gauss. Yeah, that is always an option, I suppose. If we were to do that, what we could then do... The only problem with this is that now we have a little bit of a problem in terms of we don't have the heat for it. Oh, the light Gauss and the normal Gauss would weigh the exact same amount. They're both 12 tons because it's a clan Gauss rifle, and clan Gauss rifles weigh less. So it's an inner sphere light Gauss rifle and a clan Gauss rifle. So could just strip it and sell it. I don't have enough mechs to do that, and I still have a couple of 20-tonners currently in my lineup, so I need to sort of get this thing going in order to replace them. So one thought, of course, could be that we go instead in a completely different direction and we move into missiles. Got a Streak LRM-15. That'll fit in there. It's actually not the worst plan I've ever had, if I'm completely honest. Huh. Yeah, that could work. Give me a ton of ammo. I am suddenly very interested in this plan that I concocted as a lark. Give me ammo, Streak LRM. I've got a ton of it. Okay. So we've got 120 shots. We fire 15 shots per time. So 7-ish shots, but it's Streak ammo. So it's accurate and it'll only shoot when it needs to. Ooh, do I have a bunch of smalls? Please tell me I have a bunch of smalls. Oh, I can get a couple of small lasers on here. You and you. I'd like to get another one on here. Like so. Oh, there's not enough space in there. Like so. So that puts me a half ton overweight, but we have the tonnage because we maximize the tons on everything. Pull off from you. And we turn it like that. Store for more ammo. Do I have... Oh. The thing is, it's more of a weight problem than an ammo problem. Even if we do have the ammunition, I'm not sure it'd be worth it. So the advantage that I'm trying to use on this one is that with streaks, I can basically save the damage. Anything I shoot that doesn't hit won't get wasted because it's a Streak LRM. So I think it's a fairly decent way to actually run it. I'm kind of on board with this. So triple ER small and a Streak LRM 15. Getting close, nuke them with the streaks and hit them with the ER smalls. How's my heat? Heat is 43 for 40, or 33 for 45. Oh, I have an entire extra ton? Pull that sucker out. Yeah, definitely ammunition then. I don't have it though, darn it. What can I do with another ton? Aside from more smalls, which I'm totally on board with. Yeah, streak sip ammo. Absolutely they do. Okay, that's 4. Where's my 5th? Center torso. Give me another small? Or am I out of smalls? I am out of smalls. So right now I've got 2.5 tons worth. Could pull this off and go instead to an ER medium. Put the double heatsink kit back in? I don't want to do that. I want to put it in a mech that's going to be better able to use it, like the Kit Fox. So the Kit Fox, if I can put double heatsinks back onto it, I can really get some power back into it. However, that heat, we're 30 for 44, 45. So, and I can actually increase that even more. Because, you know, small lasers. Not exactly going to burn me too much with temperature. I just don't have a last small laser. Let's go see if there's one in the store. It's 45 Sprog. The hyper laser. Yeah, we can't fit that in there. So give me... You only got a large pulse. Really? I mean, I kind of want it, but not worth it. Ammo? I don't have ammo. And they're not selling it either. This is going to take us a month to build anyway. So we'll leave that half ton open. Worst comes to worst, we strip off the mediums, the one small laser in the center torso. But it is going to take us quite some time to build. Definitely not going to put that double heatsink kit back into it though. That's just not happening. Because the Kit Fox needs it. Lego! Lego needs to be fixed. Lego is busted. Fix Lego. Lego is done. 5 days? What? Wow. 5 days to fix that gun. That is more than a little ridiculous. Okay, give me the Kit Fox. Oh, we get to refit the Kit Fox entirely. I'm sorry. If you came here for rip-roaring battles, that's going to have to wait a bit. We've got some stuff that we can build. Okay, kits. Double heatsink kit. It's back, baby. So lovely. Pull all this junk out. Where's... There it is. You get to go back to double heatsinks again. 1, 2, and 3. Look at the temperature on that. She's literally unburnable. It's beautiful. It's just a thing of total beauty. Is there anything else I can do to this mech in order to make it better? I mean, aside from being able to fire your MMLs permanently 100% of the time. Well, it's a gun that can conjure ammunition from nothing. I can see it takes some effort to fix. You don't cause it from nothing. You hoover everything up off the ground. Oh, do I really want to put this back on here then? Because I'm not gaining all that much. Placeholder? What did I spend all my weight on? Because this thing used to have a couple of lasers on it, didn't it? Or did I just unship one of the cannons? This would weigh a ton to take off 10 heat. No, we'll do that later. I think the Kit Fox will park the double heatsink kit for a little while. Because that'll allow us to just be hyper aggressive with this thing. Because it will not build heat no matter what we do with it. I really want to pull off like one of these in order to give more energy weapons now. Because we can actually do that now. Okay, so these would go... I could pull this off and this off. Pull this off. And that gives me 5 tons with which I could mount laser. Blazer? 36 heat. Do I have that kind of heat? I might. I have that heat for a blaze fire laser. Oh, it's got a 20% chance. No, thank you. Clan ER laser, I do have that. Slightly less damage, doesn't have a chance to jam though, which is helpful. Still have a ton left over, which I could actually probably just completely eliminate any heat gain on this mech. But instead, come in here with the tag. Full ton tag? I will do a full ton tag just to save my light tonnage tanks. And then we'll armor up a little bit. Nope, not there. There we go. That'll be good. Alright, that'll take us a day. So, swapping out some ammunition and the MML-10, because we burn through only 20 shots at a time, it gives us LRM ammo in 120 shots, so 12 rounds of shooting here, plus the tandem SRM. Drop that down to the leg, so it's a little less dangerous. Also give us an ER large laser for a little bit more punch. We are swapping out in terms of raw damage 40 for 45 damage. So, this feels good. This feels right to do this. Oh, we're gonna have this mech much better. Now we are losing a little bit of effect off the missiles just because we've gone from Artemis 3 to ooh, I want to do it. I still want to do it. 4, 8, 12. Right, can't do that. I gotta lean too much into it, unfortunately. Alright, we're going back on it. We're going back to a ER medium, I think. So is that a bright bloom? ER medium clan. Yeah, heat generation 20 damage. Is there a more damage one? No? We're just kind of stuck with that? Okay, that'll be fun. 60 for 60. We're beautiful. Alright, so this is going to chill for all time, which is lovely. Get you back up to the top. And you next to it. And we will be ready to go in 5 days. Is that 30 SRMs? Potentially, yeah. If I can get the ammo for it. So, actually, let's go to... Did I have SRM ammo? I thought I didn't have anything yet. Cheetah... Nope, nope, not you. This is already great. This thing is just hilariously good. Heavy large laser is the solution to all of life's problems. So do I actually have SRM ammo? No, I've only got the streaks, and there's only streak 2s currently in thing. But yeah, eventually we do want to give this thing more SRM ammunition. Alright, how long until we're out? Lego is 1 day. It's 1 day for Lego. So the commando in 8 days, the fire starter in 31. In the meantime, quick check on the barracks to make sure our pilots are ready to go. And oh god, we need money.
Yep.
We need money. Exodus, you know, coming.
You've got my attention.
Punisher, give you another gunnery? Huh. Didn't realize you were so good at killing people.
Ready for orders.
Exodus is ready to go. Run in. T-Bone. T-Bone's ready for a level up. Give him gunnery.
Training confirmed, Commander.
And Exodus can get a level of gunnery.
Mech warrior training complete.
Right. Contracts. What does not kill you has made a tactical error. That is the hope. Sending a message, destroy base. I'd like to avoid destroy bases just because they tend to be a little bit more dangerous. Trap sprung, 2 of 9. Yeah, let's take that. 816,000. Making Clan Diamond Shark Lycas again. Put all of the mechs back on. And we want to bring Jester and T-Bone. T-Bone, get back in your Kid Fox. Arclight, come over here. T-Bone in there. And then I've got a pilot who is a 5555. Is anybody a 4? Yeah, Arclight's getting swapped out for Jester. There we go. Alright, so you guys are definitely the B-lines. Sorry, guys, but you are not going to play today. Let's rock and roll. Yes, the Cougar is 100 ton. We know that. The Cougar is maximum armored, so there's nothing we can do about that unless we want to completely rebuild the mech. Wait a second. Is the Cougar missing its double heatsink kit? I didn't think so. No, it can't be. Not with two LRM 10s and a large pulse laser being heat neutral. That large pulse laser alone has got to be 30-something heat. At least 20-something. So we will be ready to rock and roll soon. Voice is going just a little bit. Gonna have to try not to kill myself too much. Alrighty, so we're gonna drop down on yet another group, bringing our entire star with us, which is going to be lovely. It's definitely the highlight of this. Although, you know, I suppose that's the entire point of the patch, but still. The fact that we can now drop a proper star on top of something is just loads and loads of fun, and I hope to be able to do it more often. Although, what this is going to do for Howl's Heroes, I'm not entirely sure. I kind of feel a little bit annoyed because I just recently sold a Stinger that we got. That really kind of sucks. Because even just adding it in as additional firepower in their lance would have been really helpful, and that's not going to happen. I think it's missing it unless you have replaced it where it didn't see. Wait, what? Does anyone know how much the command perk on a warrior adds an XP bonus, or is it a flat percentage? I have no idea. I really want to know the answer to that too. Because if I can get an answer to that, that would be lovely, because then I can know exactly how much they're contributing to the team. I suppose the way to do it would be to actually actively go in and take a mission with them and without them and compare. But still. Alright, let's drop down and have a little bit of fun. Please tell me you're not stuck up there, because you look like you might be stuck up there. Lego! Lego's not up. Duh.
I hear ya.
T-Bone! Let's get your Kid Fox a rolling. Your Kid Fox is now ultra chill. And, where are we going? Oh, we gotta go across this wide open ground. Of course. Kid Fox on the roll. Oh, so chill. So very chill. I want to make sure to pause on the XP and see what the difference is.
I've got your back.
Punisher. Punisher may sprint on forward as well. He will probably leap down off of this thing, which is why I went and put him up over here.
Standing by.
Exodus will slip his Locust 2C on over here, following in that direction. Lots of missiles over on this side of the map. Hopefully we can overwhelm any sort of AMS, because we are carrying a lot of these and it's becoming a bit of a problem. Oh good, you're not stuck. Lovely.
Full speed, no target.
The Lego. Lego Mayogo.
Waiting for orders.
And Cougar. Cougar can't jump, so Cougar's going to have to make sure that they go around. So we're going to swing out over here, and everybody's easy and protected. Too chill? Yeah, I'm not going to deny that it's too chill for what it does. Unfortunately, I don't have a whole heck of a lot of options unless I completely rebuild the Kid Fox, which is a little bit beyond the scope of what we're currently doing at the moment. So I'd like to, but right now we get so much advantage from that missile barrage, thanks to the Artemis 3 package, that I kind of don't want to lose that. Bounce on forward, brace on up.
What's up, boss?
Just there. You can continue to come to the side here. Don't want you blocking the path, actually, so... because that would block the path, absolutely. The Lego will move right here. Oh, I may have actually boxed the Kit Fox in. Whoops. The train can be a little bit... no, okay, good, you can get out of there. Sprint! And into the pass. Hyper Fox? What do you mean? Is that Locust's entire armament 10 LRMs? Yes, it is. It has 2 LRM 5, streak LRM 5s. So not only is it just 2 LRMs, but they are LRMs that will only fire when it will guarantee a hit, which is awesome.
Talk to me.
Keep everybody going forward. Besides, have you never seen this Locust? Bro, you've been here before. Why do you not pay attention?
Ready for orders.
Just keep everybody forward. Hyper laser with the Kit Fox? That maybe. So I'm kind of leaning away from that for the simple reason that the Kit Fox is a really good missile volley. Like, that Artemis 3 computer is really, really good. I desperately need an additional couple of SRMs in order to make it work. You have no idea how... What do you mean you're disappointed in me? This mech's actually really good. It's a fast, nimble skirmisher that can hunt for crits like you wouldn't believe, and doesn't waste ammo, so we were able to field it with a single ton of ammunition. Drop the LRM-5. It's a clan LRM-5, man. So you'd be dropping an LRM-5 for a single medium laser.
I've got your back.
So I'm not doing that. Hey, we've identified the enemy. We've got a Phoenix Hawk, a Phoenix Hawk, and a mortar carrier. Yep. You've got fast cams. I've had bad experiences with fast cams breaking the game. Shut off the heavy large, fire everything else.
Here we go.
Didn't touch the Phoenix Hawk at all, but that's okay. You're wasting so much heat. It's a Locust, man. What are you expecting from it? So, yeah, there's no point in trying to put medium lasers on that, because they're clan streaks. They're great. I'm very happy with them as they are right now. Phoenix Hawk off in the distance. We can go for the mortar carrier with the Kit Fox. Kind of tempted to do that.
Got it. Max speed, no shooting.
Not the Hornet. Where's that mortar carrier? There it is. Ultra long range shooting. Fire! Hey, a couple of good hits already starting. Sproggle loves his medium lasers. This is true. He loves his medium lasers and has never encountered clan tech before, so he doesn't quite know what he's missing just yet. So he will learn. Sprog will indeed learn about all the amazingness that is the clan tech. Give me that carrier again. See? Guaranteed to hit. All 5 missiles. That's what you put on lights? No, you put small lasers on lights, Sprog. Aren't you paying attention? Actually, no, that's not even true. You put PPCs on lights. Take a look at the Panther. Congratulations, there's a light.
Affirmative.
I'm not gonna waste a shot at 30% on something that at 8 round and recoils so badly as this thing. Run! Run for it, keep it going forward. Keep the pressure on mortar. 2.6, 21%. Give me that 21% again. Whatever it was. This one. So the Hunter, we will not fire our LRMs, just the pulse. 3 missiles, that's okay. The Panther's a light. Then we have ATMs. Yes, ATMs, Advanced Tactical Missiles, which our Commando had quite a few of. What did we do to the Commando? It's still being rebuilt, and I have no idea what we actually did to it. Because I can't imagine that we didn't give it some love, or are we just repairing it from the last time it got its core completely ripped out by Lady Electo's catapult. Kit Fox not being touched, thanks to the fact that it is within the ECM bubble of 2 different ECM generators, which is lovely. Allows us to basically abuse the crap out of the enemy. Mortar carrier is moving up forward. A little bit of fire coming for the Kit Fox, but Kit Fox... Oh my...
My armor is getting ripped off.
What was that?
Ah, dang it, that hurt.
What did we just get nuked by? Somebody needs to explain what the hell just happened.
This is getting serious.
Because I'm gonna call bull. We have a problem. We have a serious problem. How did you lose your leg?
I've got your back. Talk to me.
Something is very confusing to me. Acid eats armor that quickly? It was literally one missed shell. What? I am confused.
Copy that.
Direct more hit tack to your leg ammo, then adds 20% damage. Oof. Oh, is that what happened? It was only a mortar 8. Although I suppose a mortar 8 is what, 20 damage per shell? No, it's just 8 damage per shell, and it fires out multiple shells. That through armor critical my maximum leg armor? Or almost maximum leg armor anyway.
Receiving you.
Yeah, I'm gonna call some bull. Well then, that had to be attack. Because there's no other way, because the ammunition exploded. Which tells me it had to be attack. I'm just surprised that attack managed to proc on something in such good condition. Target. Was not attack, just took so many 15 damage hits. Okay. Seems to be awfully gosh darn lucky. Hey, we got an urban mech. Poor little kid, Fox. You're probably gonna die. I just got your god darn double heatsink kit back up.
Orders.
What the hell? I finally bring this sucker back out at full strength, and you know what immediately happens? Oh, suddenly it's busted.
Nothing.
Okay, according to Sprog, it didn't tag. It just managed to hit me with 45 and then 48 damage. So that must have hurt a lot. Code ejected, yeah.
That shot just
Although at this rate, I think the pilot's gonna bail out before I need to bother with that one. Lego! Get forward, Lego! Go! Save the day! I believe in you, right? No. Gotta get you actually to a shot where you can do something. Yeah, the pilot's panicking right now, so there's a chance he could eject. More acid rounds, times 12, times 11.
Commander?
Oh, no, 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 no. There's the Artemis 3 system in this thing. Oh. Oh, bugger. How much armor did the leg have? Maximum is 35, so what you're saying is I need more leg armor.
Oh no. My mech is lipping.
Yeah, I noticed that. No chance. Follow that. Ooh, he managed to nail me with his large lasers. This may have been... It may be a good idea to pull out. I'm thinking retreat might be a good idea. Missing out the mech. You don't understand. That mech has an Artemis 3 fire control system on board. I ain't ejecting for nobody. I am, however, withdrawing. She's coming in hot. That's too far of an LZ to get away to. Then he ran away. He did.
Talk to me.
Punisher, you're going to be hyper aggressive here. Because you need to shove both of these people on back.
Roger that.
So only you can do that. Like that. Target acquired and exposed.
Yes, Commander.
Yeah, Artemis 3 fire control system. I ain't wasting that for nobody.
Heading out.
Accuracy is good. Fire. Get some fire on down. Double heatsink destroyed. Oh, you got cool gear. I'd like to steal that gear. Particularly your double heatsink kit.
Waiting for orders.
Yeah, Jester, you've got to hang on close to this guy. Wait, you have an electronic... I have 3 ECM generators. How did I not notice this?
Roger that.
Give me that carrier. Fire the Gauss.
To unload.
You missed. Sprog, you missed by 1%.
That didn't hit.
36 armors within attack range. Oof. Bit late to the stream. Hopefully we'll see the pain and suffering. We're already in pain, Razor. We are already on the way out.
I'm here.
I gotta look at the Locust 2C pulling on back. Nice and safe. We really kind of do want to sort of force a shot through on that Phoenix Hawk. See if we can't emphasize the damage on that torso. Now, only one of the streaks fired.
Negative damage.
Missiles doing insane. It was artillery. So, unfortunately for us, this mortar carrier is devastating and we didn't kill it fast enough. It's devastating particularly to our weight bracket. That's the problem. So, under normal circumstances, it probably wouldn't have been such a bad problem. But for our particular specific set of circumstances, yeah, it did not work out great for us. So we're going to hopefully be able to pull on out of this one. Unfortunately, Sumaray's evac point is well outside the range in which I can get to. At least anytime soon. Lego?
What's up, Commander? You've got hostile contacts inbound.
Really, Darius? That's interesting. Yeah, I don't know how to factor that, Sprog. It's just, I'm assuming it's the bomblets, the shells that land around you. So, you're going to have to ask somebody who's a little bit more familiar specifically with those types of weapons. Because I sure as heck know I don't tend to use mortars all that often. I prefer missiles, although mortars can be ignored. Just massive damage from some mortar? I don't even think you can classify it as being massive. Well, that's a problem. Yeah, he just seems to be taking extra damage. Like, just randomly extra damage here. Because I don't have a way to explain that. That was ridiculous. Alright. The Clan XL is free. The double heatsink kit is not. The MML 10s are risk type, which is really good because they're very light. I've got one extra. I can't afford to replace all three. So, but it gives me a good excuse.
Punching out.
Gives me a good excuse to rebuild this mech with a large laser like I wanted to. He's not getting out? Yeah, unfortunately it doesn't look that way. So I don't know if I get to keep that mech at all. Ooh. The game apparently is frozen. That's both good and bad. I'm hoping it recovers because otherwise we might be in a bit of trouble. So, what turn do we gotta get back here to? I'm not really sure. Game? Okay, so note to self. Don't eject on the current patch. Unless it's just being incredibly slow, which it might be. But yeah, this mortar carrier is just ripping us to shreds. Which is kind of ironic because we are so close to ripping it to shreds. So, unfortunately... Thank you, game. Well, it's still here. It hasn't gone away. What do you think, Shade? At what point do I expect this thing to not come back? Glass, you can also answer. Or really anybody who happens to know at the moment. Yes, they clearly broke the game on me. Oh, so something with ejection, maybe. I don't know if I should put up a ticket, because... No, lots of bad guys to move. Oh, okay, so we're still assuming lots of bad guys? Oh yeah, because I did just recently bring in a whole nother group of forces, so wherever they may happen to be. We'll just give them a little bit of time to figure it out. The only thing that kind of makes me wonder about that is I don't see enemy at the bottom of the screen here. We'll give it a little bit more time. Oh, it is phase 1. So it should be wrapping around without too much trouble. Although it is taking 30 seconds? Yeah, it's been more than 30 seconds at this point. But yeah, this mortar carrier is a monster. You'd be surprised sometimes. There are times when I think this game is broken and I'm waffling on, and then just suddenly throughout the recording it's like, oh no, it's working perfectly fine. So, but yeah, this mortar carrier especially, this was what, 3-4 mortar 8s? Which I'm not super familiar with. It's all assaults. No, you see, the game would be able to handle assaults really, really easily, actually. The AI struggles the faster the unit goes. So if it were all VTOLs, then it would be having trouble. But all assaults, it wouldn't have much difficulty at all. It'd be able to take care of that without a sweat. Feeling perfectly fine about things. Yeah, doesn't look like it's coming back. Okay, I'm calling it. Let's go get ourselves... Can I restart the mission? It stays longer than a minute on the same phase. It's always over the max AI think time cap. Okay, yeah, it's been a minute. We're going to see if we can't restart the mission or if I've got to reload completely into it. So, on the bright side, we kind of know what's going on. On the downside, oh god, we have to suffer through that again. It's all salty mix. Also, that mech hasn't fallen over and done this ejection thing. Yeah, that was the thing that was kind of making me like, I'm not sure what's going on here. So we'll see if the restart does it. If not, then we'll just restart the entire game. So we took this one for maximum cash, so we don't really care about anything. Battles are probably not the missions that you want to take for cash, now that I stop to think about it. Because battles will always give you stuff, and you want to take missions for cash when you can just in and out and not have to do everything. So there is that. Let's see if we can't do this better this time. And not have to worry about suddenly, you know, exploding yourself. Although I am convinced that they had some sort of electronic countermeasure off over there in the distance because they were giving me just terrible chances to hit. We were simply unable to reply properly. Let's try it again.
Command interface.
Hey, we got helichoppers. VTOLs are on the field with us on this one. Major Maddox Brown, who looks like Eck. Okie dokie. So we've managed to drop in once again. We are here to do battle this time. Maybe against a different force, that would be ideal. Once again, crossing the barren open plains in order to actually get involved. Alright, take 2. That last one, alternate universe. We're going into an entirely different universe of time and space. No one will ever know what happened to the other one. Clearly they all died. And then we came to this dimension to be safe. Get into the forest, get looking. Be fast, be safe. And T-Bone. T-Bone, just in this universe, try to avoid exploding, if at all possible. Although I understand that acid was doing just crazy things to your mech, but still, don't die. Try ejecting right away, see if it's broken. I don't want to. Do I really want? What do you guys think? Do we eject right now just to see if it's broken and test the game, or do we just keep trying to play on?
Roger that.
The acid times 7, acid times 9 means a single mortar shell landed within range. The AoE applies a buff to each part. That's why it doesn't stack. It's a maximum of less than 20 damage. Not quite sure I understand that. So Lieutenant Didoc says no. Nathan also says no. Cyrus Rogue, you're overruled. The peoples wants battle. Archictita slipping on forward nice and slowly so as to not get too far away, although we are going to apparently be dueling across the lake once again. Where's that mountain I was on? T-Bone!
Waiting on you, Commander.
No, actually, I'm waiting on you, see? I'm taking time for you to actually move. Although RogueTech does speed everybody up to ridiculous degrees. In a lot of ways, I like it, because it allows you to sort of cycle through the entire 2 lenses that you can potentially control now. In other ways, it makes it a little less eye-candy. So I do somewhat miss it on occasion. As I constantly tap the spacebar button to make it go even faster. Pegasus Scout Hover Tank. Nice. If you don't restart now, you won't know if you can eject if things go bad. We'll just eject if things go bad, and we'll see what happens. So, the odds of us needing to eject a second time in a row are astronomical, are they not? Hopefully. Just arguing with Frog that it was attack, but he seems to think it's just normal damage, but the numbers don't line up with it. Well, one may be true, one may not. We'll find out in the future. Locust 2C doing its little scouting job with its Streak LRMs. It's perfectly designed for this role. I really think the Streak LRM 5 Locust is probably a fantastic way to build a Locust 2C if you want to use it as sort of a light skirmisher. Because it's got enough firepower to get itself into trouble and enough speed to get itself out of trouble. So it's a pretty nice combination of things, I think.
Roger.
Still nobody across the way. Interesting. I was expecting to have run into somebody, but oh, we got a huntsman, really? Wow. Why am I leading this force? They've got some serious firepower. Oh, bringing a full-on huntsman on this one. That's pretty rough.
What can I do for you?
So I don't know how many of you are familiar with our Mech HQ game. I'm just going to mention this because I recently put up the post for the most recent version of the rules update. So we currently have a Mech HQ company, sort of a RPG light sort of game that we've been running through. Basically, the players make a pilot, and then I create the pilot and play through with them. And they have recently landed upon the planet of Betelgeuse during the middle of the Andurian conflict.
Roger that.
And, yeah, the rules for how to engage for this particular campaign have finally gone up, which is really going to be interesting to see how they proceed. Now, last I've heard, they intend to assault air bases first. They have 3 primary targets that they can go for initially, and, yeah. So far, they seem to be prizing air support over just about everything else, which is rather hilarious.
Waiting on you, Commander.
So, but if you are interested in sort of just looking in on how that game has been running, feel free to join the Discord. Sprog, if you want to throw the Discord link out there. If you're on YouTube, it is in the description down below. If you're on Twitch, well, I can probably set something up. I did intend to originally just have it set up so I could press a button over here, so that it would put that stuff up on the screen. But then, you know, the patch dropped today, and we decided to stream a little bit earlier than otherwise intended. Yesterday I had some allies that brought an Orion and a gorilla. It can really make you feel like backup. Yeah, we are clearly their scout lance, unless that huntsman can't get unstuck. Because he clearly cannot seem to move. And a Stormcrow. Can I steal your Stormcrow, please?
Talk to me.
If it was an ammunition explosion, as far as I know, it would not show the damage numbers like that, but I can definitely be wrong. I thought it was an ammunition explosion because I thought I saw that the LRM ammunition had blown up. Although it might have been just been destroyed. So the enemy is somewhere off in the distance there. I do not like the fact that I'm going to have to engage them from open terrain. This just seems like a bad idea to me. But I may not have much of a choice.
Got it. Max speed.
Easy and
no
protection going down. We are covering each other's backs. Although if we can get Lego in here, we can have a super protective group here. Lego, keep up. We need you to provide ECM coverage to everybody. This thing exploded in addition to the damage? Yeah, it could have been. Enforcer moving incredibly slowly. You guys do know that you can move more than 3 spaces in a turn, right? I mean, that is a thing that you get to do. It's pretty cool. Just move slightly faster. And Apollo! Apollo also bringing even more electronic countermeasure. Just to defend all of our lives. And more ECM protection going on. Oh my god. What are you doing, Huntsman? Get involved in this battle. We're gonna need you.
How can I help?
Alright, Punisher. Out into the middle of the water.
Affirmative.
Do you got anything on sensors? Still nothing. That is rather scary. That we've gotten this close to them, and the enemy has yet to reveal themselves.
Standing by.
Exodus. It's time to move as quickly as we can across to areas of cover where we can then utilize our long-range weapon advantage. Stormcrow maybe keeping up? Hey, Stormcrow looks like it'll be keeping up. I'm on the attack. Oh, we got 2 versus 1.
What can I do for you?
Attack or normal damage. We have identified the enemy.
Looks like enemy reinforcement.
Really, Darius? Thanks a lot. Just so much fun. Alright. We got an APC, 35 tons. Hopefully he doesn't have a bomb on board, because that would just make life all the more extra special and difficult. Just keep running forward as quickly as we can. Fire some long-range missiles, because why not? It didn't work. We're gonna have to move on to something else. New plan! Getting close and fire all the weapons at it. Oh, this huntsman. This huntsman's finally moving! Oh, it has a target and it's going for it. The Terminator has identified its prey. Do you just want to shoot from here, Lego? 32% is actually not terrible. Not gonna lie. But no, you're going to sprint on forward so that you can hopefully provide a little bit of electronic countermeasure. I'm getting the feeling that you still have an 060 engine. Darius called in the reinforcements, as he often does, secretly baiting us into positions, and then, you know, we die. And the Pegasus inching forward, the helicopter not doing anything. Punisher, I want you to get a shot, if at all possible.
I'm moving.
Hey, you have identified a Falcon, 30-ton mech. Not super... Jeez, it's a battle bus. It's got a whole bunch of machine guns. Blow it up!
Affirmative.
That's a start, but it's not dead. Gotta be honest, I was kind of hoping for dead here. It's a Falcon. It's a Panther. Oh no, is that a Panther? Not quite a Panther, I don't think. It might be. Who cares? We'll blow it up with reckless abandon, if at all possible. So I can get a line of sight with the Locust 2C. That will do it right there. Streak LRM's extra accurate and won't shoot unless they hit. Pod crit crew compartment. So apparently, and it just exploded. Just gone. Here comes the Stormcrow. Enemy reinforcements are already on the way. Apparently we've already dealt with the first force. I'm not quite sure how that's going to work out. But our star apparently is doing wonderful things. So do you plan to do anything, Falcon? Well, the Falcon can't do anything. It's all reinforcements from here on out. Whether or not we'll be able to survive the onslaught of incoming mechs and the hordes of battle-armored infantry, who knows? We'll figure it out shortly, though.
Waiting on you,
Kid
Commander.
Fox, direct line of sight, please. Direct line of sight? No, not really? Just... No? Okay. Take the almost direct line of sight.
Turbo.
You may as well fire... Well, aside from the fact that you might jam. 30% is good enough.
Everything I've got.
Got a couple of good hits and setting some fires behind him to ensure that he does not retreat. And the Huntsman is on the way. He's ECM protected by his Pegasus and will do nothing because he spent the entire first part of the game just sitting in the back doing nothing. Got a Hornet coming forward. An extra little Urby mech. Apollo! You do have a line of sight on something, but I kind of want to just get you in close so you can utilize your electronic countermeasures. 0.9, 0.9, yeah, not worth it. Jester, keep bringing that sucker on forward. 8.1%, yeah, that's not going to fly. Get on even closer.
Double time.
0.9%, I'm not going to risk firing through potentially 2 of my own units. 30% good. Just look at it this way, Sprogue. There is a limited number of forces, and we don't need to worry too much about it yet. Later on, maybe. Maybe I will come to regret every decision I've made. But that day is not today. But that day is not this day. Oh, we found something else. What else do we got back here? A gladiator. I recently stole a gladiator in the mainline campaign. Hollows Heroes. Missed by 10%. Oh, that sucks. Exodus, you get your Locust 2C down here and you make him hurt. You make him hurt in many ways. I get the feeling like sprinting is not moving us all that far. 51%. Ooh, every single one hit them. Good luck with that one. I'm loving these streak launchers. I want more of them. Just fill a mech up with streak LRMs. Just bombard them from afar. Completely impervious to having to worry about ammo. Okay, a little bit of fire dancing around us. We managed to take 5 damage so far. Arctic Cheetah will hopefully be able to avoid even more, but we do need to get the electronic countermeasure up here. Alright, Huntsman, you got an autocannon 10, or an autocannon 5. It's an Ultra something. You can tell by the double barrels. I think it's an Ultra 10 because it's got 2 barrels. Ultra 5s, I believe, have 3. Just speaking from a MechWarrior Online perspective. 30% is good enough. 25 plus 5 people watching, by the way. 30 people got... Nice! My stats say 28. So that's pretty cool. Awesome. Hi, people on Twitch. Hello, of course, hello always on YouTube. And again, I'm just going to put this out there. If you're watching on Twitch and you're enjoying, hey, maybe hit the follow button. I will try and remember to read out the people who actually followed during the stream towards the end of the stream, since I didn't have an opportunity to get my follower alerts set up. That was meant to be set up on Saturday, or Tuesday, as the case may be, depending on if you get that reference. So yeah. Oh, two of our MMLs have jammed. Oh, I have come to regret it, Sprogue. Feeling happy now. And of course, Sprogue there with the Discord link over on Twitch. If you're on YouTube, it is down in the description down below, where you can find all that useful links to be able to say hi and chat with us whenever you want, or watch the Discord game, the Mech HQ game, chat about BattleTech, that sort of thing, maybe get hints about what happens in the future, and of course access to the Lost Tech files, which is just, missions that ended up crashing out. We're still pretty good. Sprogue is feeling vindicated on every single level. Well, let's see if Lego can get into range. Lego's 32. Nah, we'll hold him. We'll keep holding that gun. I've got 8 rounds to shoot with that gun. That gun needs to hit. That yellow jacket is being so worthless.
I've got your back.
Like, why is the AI so bad? Oh, I could go in on him. I could go in and just butcher him. He's just a little hornet. Falcon's got 2 machine guns, 2 smalls, and a whole bunch of machine. You have shooting scoot, right? You do, but apparently you wouldn't actually hit him if you were to do that. Something... Okay, that works better.
Roger.
Okay, there's most of his mech destroyed.
Take that as a lesson.
And we're going to slip in down and around, just to cover us a little bit more, so we're not directly in the line of sight of the enemy. That way we can avoid dying. Stormcrow has not arrived yet. Dear God, people, start moving. Like you have a purpose. You're clanners, for goodness sake. You have a job to do. So I thought the biggest MML was 9. How come you have a 10? Because it's risk. And actually we have a risk 15. I don't know if there's a risk 20 MMLs. But yeah, we are using special advanced technology that does not exist.
I hear ya.
This is not a story you will learn from Sarna. Point blank range? Tandems? Seems kind of wasted considering he doesn't have any armor anymore. Now we'll stick to range. We'll save the tandems for a rainy day.
Affirmative.
Hi, buddy. I've got a whole bunch of missiles coming your way. There you go. Completely dead. Alright, so the first target has been eliminated. Don't have to worry about him. And all of our MMLs appear to have unjammed, so we're quite happy with that. Apparently we set off just about everything on board that mech. So who's up next? We're at 18. We've still got to run through Apollo and his Cougar, which could do quite a bit of damage to a Hornet. I mean, it only has a 20 tons worth of armor. Well, 20 ton mech worth of armor. 20 tons of armor would be a lot of armor. It'd be stupid amounts of armor. Enough armor to defend a legion. I saw a direct line of sight there. You are not going to deny me this direct line of sight that I saw. We all saw this, right? I'm not going crazy. Somewhere right here? I was like, wait. Huh. It's going to deny me the direct line of sight with which I observed it with... There it is. 64. No, you're going to just keep the pressure on. 64 anyway. And 80 something. Streaks. Good accuracy once again. Managed to damage him quite well. Are you going to be able to get an accurate shot? And you... There we go. Take your shot. Oh, no, never mind. It's a terrible shot. The LEGO is continuing to disappoint me. Risk MML 20s are a thing. How is this a thing? How is what a thing? Oh, there's a Pirate LRM-30. Pretty busted little thing. Most pirate gear is pretty busted. It's also pretty terrible in general. Good accuracy, good targets. Let's right. Oh, beautiful amounts of damage. We've damaged his foot quite badly. Also, MML 9s are busted. They're insane. Well, it's the weight, cheap paper. He finally fired, and he missed by 74%. Good job. Like, this makes SRMs obsolete. Look at the weight on an MML9 and let me know. Stormcrow turns and does nothing. It's clear that they want me to get all the glory for all this. That's purely what they're doing. Fire the missiles. Oh, just a beautiful amount of damage. I believe someone was saying that the Streak LRM-5 Locust was a bad idea. I wonder what happened to that person. They weigh more and or can jam. And then Aaron Shade put a downy face and then an uppy face. But I'm not quite sure how that works. But okay. Where is the enemy? Of course he's over there, currently lying on the floor. I don't want to waste you on him. I want to waste you on shooting at people who can shoot back. Unfortunately, it doesn't appear I have much of a choice in the matter. Yeah, well. We'll probably just fire the... we'll shut these off. We'll just go with the ER medium. Blow his head off. Why not?
Right, Commander.
That did not work, but that was kind of to be expected.
There's more where that came from.
Good, good. Jester, your target is on the ground, unable to move. 97%. Slay your enemy. There you go. Both legs destroyed even, so he managed to nail the cold shot as well. So, a beautiful shot. We just simply had to bide and wait our time until the LEGO had an opportunity to do something about it. Arctic Cheetah going to take a little bit of long-range firepower. Completely unfazed. MML-9 is 6 tons with 5 heat. Equal to SRM would be 4.5 and 6 heat. Yes, so it's less tonnage. MMLs don't generally look good.
Talk to me.
So the SRM has less tonnage is what you're saying. We'll slip on up here using the Arctic Cheetah's advanced technology to basically get a fairly easy shot on this one. I'm going to show off this one. That was a less than a 50% chance, but we had to roll the dice. There was no reason not to. The gun doesn't jam after all.
You got away clean.
Hi all. Hi all today on phone, but not B. Welcome to the stream, Adam. Glad you could join us first as we fight our way through the enemies with our brand new star. So I don't know if you can see that on the phone, but we have 5 full mechs deployed into the middle of this shindig, I'm going to say. Fire some more missiles towards the Urban mech. 50% of the reinforcements have already been destroyed, so we are working well on that one. SRM-6 is 3 tons for the atmosphere, 4 with ammo. MML-9 is 6 tons, 7 with ammo. Listen to the Simbre. He will teach. Ally phase, they are still doing absolutely nothing. So far, the Huntsman has fired literally 1 shot and then stopped. That's it. He just kind of stopped. I'm actually gonna sprint. I'm gonna get right up next to you with a heavy large laser that's gonna hurt you in so many ways. Fire!
Here we go.
And there goes this leg. See? So many ways. That's the best way to begin.
Punch right through
1 less ton effectively with the heat included, but 1 ton is nothing when you have the ability to fire LRMs. Ah, that's debatable.
Ready for order.
How important do you view your LRM firing on a mech that you are trying to equip with short-range brawling? Also, then we also have to take into account expense. Let's see if we can't... Oh, he's all energy all the time. Fire! You did not blow up... Oh, you have double heat sinks. Never mind, target the legs. Yeah, buddies are a bit dumb. A bit. They have fired a single autocannon shell so far. They are more than a bit dumb.
On the move. Full speed.
10%. How is it that the enemy is on occasion able to outsmart and do things that I would not anticipate, yet my AI companions can barely move? T-Bone! T-Bone. Get a direct line of sight. It's going to be beautiful. You can absolutely obliterate him if you want. How much is his shoulder here? Maybe he'll eject. Fire.
Special delivery.
Didn't quite do what I wanted. I want to get Apollo up here. Apollo will be able to do something. Yes, 1 less heat effectively. Heat included, it's such a tiny difference that anybody who does not take SRMs over would be an F000001, I say. What, you got 5 warriors on the field? You noticed, yes indeed. We have Exodus inside the Locust 2C, Punisher in the Arctic Cheetah, T-Bone in the Kit Fox, Apollo in his Cougar, and Jester in the Lego. And we are currently cutting our way through the enemy pretty efficiently, actually. We're doing an excellent job. I don't want to jam myself, but I also don't want to accidentally shoot the Arctic Cheetah in the back. So, take out his legs. Don't fire so much of that. And he's not quite dead. He's very close to being dead, and he might want to eject, but he's not yet dead. The Enforcer has arrived. His panic level is critical. Come on, somebody just fire an LRM at him. He'll eject. No, don't let him stand up again. He has a double heatsink kit on board, guys. We want to steal it. Gonna fire a PPC at the Kid Fox and miss decisively. Yes, this is a brand new patch, which has included the ability to field up to 8 mechs. Which, yeah, I get it. It's not quite, you know, the right thing when it comes to the clans, but still, huge bonuses. And there he goes. Just gone. Executed. 31 plus 5 years. That might be a new record, yeah. So hello everybody who happens to be watching. Glad you could join us for the stream. We're having a bunch of fun here testing and playing through the new patch that has released for RogueTech, including the hotfix that came along with it because a couple of files got forgotten. But hey, such is life when developing. See if we can't get the Kid Fox to get a little bit actually. Open fire! Give the Gladiator some love. And love has been delivered. Doing an excellent job in this timeline. Yes, indeed it is. I will play this on Monday in the fastest way. Yes, I think you'll enjoy this a lot, Adam. Because now you get to field even more forces. But yes, if you are joining us for the first brand new time, if you're over on Twitch, maybe hit the follow button so that we can just sort of start building our Twitch following up a little bit. We mostly focused on YouTube, but now we're starting to move a little bit more towards in the Twitch direction. So generating a following on there is a little bit important to us. So if you want to go and join the channel that way, please feel free to do so. If you're watching on YouTube, of course, subscribe and like buttons and all those sorts of things that we are familiar with from the YouTubes. And if you are really interested in things, maybe join our Discord, which if you're on the YouTube, it is in the description down below. If you are on Twitch, Sprogue probably has thrown up the link a couple of times by now. So, fire more. Oh, no shots getting fired. The streaks have no reason to shoot because we couldn't get a lock. Come on, Huntsman. I know you want to do something. He's fired! And he missed by 33%. So now the Huntsman has fired 2 shots and done nothing. Yellow Jacket moving forward, although, to be honest, I'm more afraid of the Yellow Jacket accidentally bombing me with its weapons. Compatible with the previous version? Absolutely. We are still using Apollo's Vipers. And they are kicking butt and taking names. I would actually kind of want to get up to you and just nail you with the tandems. I think that'll be absolutely hilarious. Alright, switch this sucker over to short-range missiles. Tandem away. Ignoring his armor completely and managing to blow out his Guardian ECM system, apparently. Maybe not. Maybe that was just a glitch crit. Yep, looks to be a glitch crit. That's okay. We'll come along in here, and we'll just keep boring into him until it no longer is a glitch. Fire! Oh, the heavy large laser just getting in there and ripping things apart. His C3 slave is gone, even more unsteady, and he's not exactly having the finest of days. Let's get right up on top of him with the Streak SRM, or Streak LRM Locust, which is just hilariously good. Fire! More engine crits. If this keeps up, he's gonna have a really, really, really bad day. Even more... Oh, it looks that's the farthest distance he's moved at any point in this entire game so far. I'm going to move around to the back, see if I can't just start freaking this guy out. All weapons to on. Buzzsaw him. I couldn't make him freak out enough to eject. But hey, we're in the right direction. Haven't seen Laurendale these past few days? Yeah, he was just in chat earlier. We were talking about how David Weber can write good books, except when he's writing about vampires. Then it suddenly becomes absolutely terrible. Yeah, he was definitely on. Is he back in the hospital? No. He got his jaw unwired and has been able to enjoy solid food once again, which is really cool. So we made a whole bunch of cash on that one. 722,430 C-bills. Not bad, considering how much effort we had to put in. And there's our 5 mechs. You took no damage, you took minimal damage, you took no damage, you took no damage, and you... So the Arctic Cheetah was the only thing that got shot at this entire time. Good job, and we got an Urban Mech part, so that'll make Sproke happy. So we are slowly building the company once again. And, yeah. Firestarter in, what, 30 days? And another week and a half for the Commando, which potentially needs to be totally rebuilt all over again. Although I think I have the ATM-3 to replace it. Although I needed an improved ATM, didn't I? I don't know if I have one of those. I like this timeline more. Yeah, the timeline where we didn't get suddenly nuked by a whole bunch of acid mortar shells. That was painful. That was painful in so many ways. But we have survived and we will thrive. And now we're just going to see if we can't cycle through a little bit of time. Get all our pilots ready to turn back and destroy something else. I'm just saying an 8 Irby Lance would be insane. It definitely would be interesting, Sprogue. Yes, Lorendell, Sprogue was looking for you. He wants to know if you're doing okay. By the way, for those of you who don't know, Sprogue is sort of like our de facto community manager. So he handles a lot of the handling with the peoples that I find a little bit more difficult. He's very friendly, except when he's not. So Jade Falcon apparently losing territory because Jade Falcon. Tortuga, haha, has taken Portland from the Majesty of Canopus. So clearly we are going for them catgirls. The other campaign that we do, Howl's Heroes, which releases on Tuesday, Thursdays, Saturdays, and Sundays, 4 days a week up to this point. Used to be 3, but now 4. They are currently trying to gain the patronage of the Tortugian pirates, and they're getting so close. They also managed to pick up a gladiator today after the pilot kind of panicked and accidentally pressed the ejection button. All right, so we're good on that. 1 day with the Arctic Cheetah, 8 days on the Commando. How long for my pilots? Looking like 3 days. I could try and turn around a B-Team Lance with Punisher. Ooh, that might be a bit tight. How many pilots do I actually not have currently busy at the moment? 3. Oh, I could actually field an entire Lance. Huh, let's do that. Before the end of the month, let's actually make sure something happens. So, day and stop. Okay, we got the Arctic Cheetah back. So we have all of our available mechs. We're not going to be able to field the entire company, well, the entire star like we did last time. We just don't have enough pilots. But we can still do some good mission. Assassinate, target acquisition, heck no. 2 potential assassinates. Both are relatively cheap, but both have fairly terrible payouts. So a 1 of 5. Oh, that just looks horrible. Maybe take sending a message, but that's a full destroy base. Capture base, work for Clan Wolf for a little bit. Assassinate 1.5 skulls. I don't trust the B team to do that. Let's take Dead or Alive and let's go take it for stuff, because I like stuff and things, but mostly stuff. Alright, so we are fielding the B team Lance, so we'll swap all of our A team out. They deserve a nice little rest. I do need to give tactics to probably the Locust. Arclight can get the Cougar. Coach, you can get inside the Kit Fox, I suppose, which leaves Ronan, of course, to be in there. In fact, Ronan's going to switch with Ek. That way, Ronan can get the bonus of the Locust additional accuracy on the streak LRMs, as well as the fact that they don't shoot when you miss. Sorry, Lego, you've got to sit in storage for a little while. We're going back out there. We're going to kick some butts and take some names. I've been commenting the same time as you. Look back in chat. You need my glasses. Sprogue, you are blind. Blind, you say. So Sprogue is also the leader of our Striking Serpents company. The mysterious and enigmatic Sprogue, who leads from the bridge of the dropship, which is actually owned by somebody else, who, yeah, well, let's not talk about Grumac. So, Grumac is having quite a bit of fun, basically telling people what to do as he basically takes over an entire base. That'll be fun. Wait, I just thought about it. How the heck did Tortuga get all the way over to Canopian territory? They've been expanding. In fact, remind me of that when the mission ends, and I will show you the map. The Tortuga Dominion has been on the rise. They're one of the... I can't say that because I don't know that to be a fact, but I would guess that they are one of the larger groups at the moment. They were heavily influential in our poll as well for what campaign Howl's Heroes would end up being, and they voted heavily in favor of the pirates. The second place winners of that one were the Periphery, which at the time initially they were neck and neck before, you know, the pirates just dominated completely. Sprogue for mod. Sprogue is a mod. I don't know if he's a mod on my YouTube channel, but he's definitely a mod in the Discord. But yeah, and then after that was Solaris Gladiator, I think, and I don't think anybody voted for the normal mercenary start because, well, nobody wanted to play normal mercenaries. We had done that quite a few times. Yeah, you know, you've been out for a while, but it was over 2 weeks. Still not all. Oh, yeah. Yes, Sprogue, indeed, you are a mod on the Discord. Alright, let's see if we can't go bring a war criminal justice. If we can blow his head off, we might be able to steal all this stuff. Particularly, I'm interested in double heatsink kits, because then I could do even more interesting things. We have Lieutenant Ashley Cooper. So, drawn blue eyes over their face. And do we have a target? We have a secondary group and then a primary group. So, supporting local government forces, we will hopefully drive on top of and annihilate. Ek, don't break my excellent little favorite mech. If you do, I probably can't forgive you. There might be something, like, written in the bylaws somewhere that you will not be allowed to be forgiven. So, don't break it. or you bought it. And let me tell you, that mech is quite expensive, especially with all the electronic countermeasure gear. Even in this late day and era, it would definitely be probably far beyond your budget to actually afford. So going in with an inner sphere style lance instead of our clan star, simply because we ran out of pilots, we may have to hire another pilot purely for this purpose. Because if we can't field a full 2 full stars, then are we really doing anything successfully? I think not. Steadily gaining our resolve a little bit more. Continue the... You walked into a blind alley, didn't you? Fly forward! Perfect. Ah, the Arctic Cheetah. Brace. And Coach. Coach will now attempt to maneuver around the side. Yeah, it definitely looks like we ran into a little bit of a wall in terms, but luckily we have quite fast mechs, although the Kit Fox is one of our slower mechs at this point. The Rippers are once again sort of stuck and bumbling around, not quite able to pull off what they need to do in order to succeed in life. And we are easy and protected on the Locust as well. Arclight will bring up the rear with the Cougar, and yeah, we'll probably remain in the rear if we're completely honest. The Cougar is definitely slow. The Cougar and the Kit Fox, I believe, are actually at the same speed, but they are not particularly fast compared to the rest of the lance. Mainly because the Arctic Cheetah is so blindingly fast and equipped with a whole bunch of maneuverability aids, mainly in the form of jump jets, and then of course has the electronic countermeasure, which allows it to ignore anybody who actually gets anywhere near it. So quite nice. And then of course the Locust, although the Arctic Cheetah is way faster than our Locust, I think. Also, our Locust doesn't have jump jets, but it allowed us to fit even more powerful missile launchers onto it, which I have to heartily approve. I don't think I have the XL engine for it though. If I could get an XL engine on that Locust, I might be able to do even more. Who else would like to see a Locust fly? Oh, if I could put, like, lamb gear onto a Locust, make a Locust lamb. I don't know how that would work. It doesn't have arms. But still, we could try. It looks like the Ripper's finally starting to move a couple of inches at a time, so that's being somewhat helpful. And the Kit Fox will surge on forward. We have targets off in the distance. We have identified an Urban R-71 as well as an Arctic Fox, which has 2 missile launchers. I'm going to only fire the medium laser, because that is the only thing I have interest in at the moment. Fire! You missed by 37%. This is not the way to begin the day. We anticipate and expect far better from you. Ronan, it is on to you. Ronan, of course, having the Streak LRM launchers, will hopefully be able to get accurate shots needed to actually destroy that mech off in the distance. 4%, or 29, fire. The reason why we can fire with her, no matter what happens, because she literally cannot miss. If she can't hit, the LRMs won't get a lock and they just will not fire. And if it does get a lock, she'll fire and automatically hit, which means it's perfect for pairing with low accuracy pilots. Streak LRMs are probably the greatest thing to put on rookie pilots. I am firmly believing, well, clan ones, because they work at all ranges, they're incredibly accurate, and they will not ever miss. Oh, that's just such a lovely combination of firepower. So we're going to slip on forward. And I kind of want to keep the effort going down on the Arctic Fox. What have we got in the distance? We have identified a Fireball, an ALM-10D, which I'm assuming is some sort of hero mech. I don't want to fire the large heavy laser into that. Fire the normals. Missed both times.
Negative damage.
Oh, you have no idea how proud... Oh, because I didn't fire the alarms. Well, because I don't want them jamming on me after I get in close with this Arctic Fox. I want to be able to basically barrage him to death with a whole ton of missiles. Or maybe tandem SRMs. Yep. Maybe that's the way to go. Just all the tandem SRMs at point-blank range. We do, of course, need to find some SRMs so we can actually, you know, put them in that Kit Fox, because right now it's a bit limited. Unfortunately, Risk LRM launchers are not Clan LRM launchers. They stop working when you get actually close to people. Missiles from the Arctic Cheetah managing to hit us twice, which is actually quite damaging. 10 damage. Those are pretty... Oh, that's not the Arctic Cheetah. It fired at the Arctic Cheetah.
Ready for orders.
I need to probably put a little bit of damage down on you, because you hurt me more than I'm willing to admit that you did. Wow, accuracy of none at all. Fire the heavy.
Locked on target.
It did not hit. We didn't generate any heat, but didn't hit. So there is that going forward. Anything else that we've got going for us? We are going to have to kill the wanted mech warrior. Wonder what he's wanted for. So I'm not seeing any sort of electronic countermeasure going down. It must just be terrible accuracy and firing into the level forced, which, you know, that would probably do it. Although we will be able to maneuver around him next turn and be able to get to his back. I'm hoping Fireball doesn't show up until after I kill at least one of these guys. Now, of course, here goes Fireball. Not sure what Fireball is. What is an ALM-10D? Anybody know? Not quite familiar with that particular mech, although we could be in relatively short order. Switch out over here with the Locust. 9%, 27% fire. Looks like a mini Huntsman. Nothing has managed to connect. Missile doing 10 damage, and it's not a Thunderbolt. Thunderbolts do like 40 damage. point-blank range firing. The Arctic Cheetah has managed to hurt me pretty considerably in terms of, you know, light mechs hurting each other, but hey, we're going to work with it. Coach! Let's see if I can't get the Kid Fox to hurt you in numerous ways. Turn on MML so I can see exactly what sort of accuracy I will require to kill people. Or I could just do tandems. Yeah, let's do tandems. Let's make him hurt in various fascinating ways. I only get to do this 1.5 times, though.
10-4.
Ooh, it's only a 37%? Really? Oh, that just sucks. I want better accuracy than this. Let me kill you. Let me destroy you.
Stand still, moron.
He's quite nimble and aggressive, which is a bit of a problem, actually. So I kind of also want to go after the fireball. Really, I have multiple targets that I want to kill all at the same time. No. Not sure what happened there, but no. So don't need to fire any of those. Fire! Good hits. Actually managed to hit with a pulse laser shot as well. Ally turn. Are you guys going to do anything? No? Still haven't figured out which way is up? Somebody needs to give them remedial driving courses because they clearly were sleeping. Oh, large pulse laser shot coming from on the distance. We have an enemy off there. I assume that is the wanted mech warrior. It is a wolfhound. Okay. Ripper managing to extract itself, and the other one still couldn't. Although maybe they'll get out there. We got an Urban Mech RS-71 with missiles and rockets and all kinds of pain. Plus 11 heat, which is unfortunate, but we're nice and chill. Fireball is the ALM. No. Oh, just Fireball is the ALM. Oh, okay. Maybe it's something in French. Aha! I knew you were jamming us. I had it figured from day one. Fire everything. Aha! You lost your MML5, which I didn't want to destroy because I wanted to steal it. But really, I wanted to be behind you. I'm not quite sure why that worked. We got to kill him first because he's making it impossible for us to hit these lighter mechs. Must be destroyed. Oh, it has a targeting computer. Interesting. So save the head is what you're saying. Because it should probably have something in its head that allows us to be a little bit more aggressive. So we're basically jamming each other. Although my jamming is way better than his jamming, if I'm completely honest. Because I bring 2 electronic warfare suites to the table, and he's probably got pirate EUW equipment. Can I get a sprint going on here? I want to get nice, up close, and personal. And nail him with more firepower than he knows what to do with. 29%.
No love on that strike.
Didn't end up working, but we didn't end up firing either. Rippers still not knowing exactly what the heck's going on, and probably never will figure it out either. I could get for 32. How about if I got right up... No. I want to be up close and personal. 32. Position yourself there. You'll pick whichever is the better of the 2 shots. Pretty good on the pulse laser. Much worse, but if I kill you... Oh, but it's pretty good on the pulse laser. And I can bring in all the smalls. Blitz him. Oh,
Target destroyed.
baby. So sweet. Oh, that was beautiful. That felt so good to do. He's just gone. Just laid into his back with the ER... Or the ER smalls or ER heavy smalls? They're heavy smalls, aren't they? Just ripped into him. It was absolutely gorgeous to tear that mech completely apart. Coach, we got more targets. And we'd like them dead, if at all possible. Yeah, not particularly being accurate up there. Probably shouldn't have gotten so close. 20%? No, I'm saving. I am saving ammunition, and we're being quite effective with single pinpoint medium laser strikes, clearly. Rippers, of course, still not able to figure themselves out. Looks like this little guy is going to be able to move, although he doesn't have much in the way of his weapons left anymore. We did blow off most of them. More flamers! And firing at the Cougar. That was a lot of fire that didn't look like it hit. Good job, buddy. So nothing too much damage in that one. We should be nice and safe. Ek, you're up. I want you to kill him, basically. Like, if you could just be so kind as to eliminate him entirely and completely from this universe. Do I want... No, we're gonna cook it. It's okay.
Welcome, my outfit.
Did you just shoot the locusts?
Slight damage. Hold in firm.
You can't do that. Not with your heavy large laser. You could hurt somebody. You could put somebody's eye out. How close to... Yeah, you almost burned through the armor completely. Another large laser shot, luckily for us, wasn't able to connect, although has started a little bit of fire. Ecological disaster. I need some fluid guns with water stat. Otherwise, all bad things will happen. We need to save the rainforest. Or at least this particular forest. Turn all the weapons on, I think. What happens when I go tandems? How could I possibly say no? Oh, just dead. Gone. completely out of the picture. We've managed to eliminate him completely. So now we just got to deal with the fireball and then the wolfhound. It looks like the fireball is running away like the coward he is. Welcome to my alpha stream. Shoots a friendly locust. Indeed. Alright, Ronan, I know you've been dented. You've been betrayed. Betrayed viciously by your own allies. Fire your missiles!
I missed.
Not happening. But that's okay, because you literally can't miss. It's lovely. You can say that you missed, but it's not true. The simple fact of the matter is you didn't even fire. You weren't even trying. That's the story that we're going to stick with. Fire to the back. Managed to get some really good shots on the back of that fireball after all. Is there the fire moth in game yet? Fire moth have a model? All I can remember from the fire moth is from MechWarrior 2 with the arms like super raised above its head. It looked completely derpy as all heck, but was super fast. Okay, Arctic Cheetah, it's time to get you on the move. We're going to sprint you so we can also be aggressive, and that way nobody's actually going to be in front of you for it to actually shoot. Shut off the large, turn on the ERs, and fire away. You missed both times. Luckily for us, nobody was in front of you. So it's all safe and sound. So he's just the last one that we've got to hunt on down, and then of course there was the last one behind him. Kid Fox, set this one to 360 degrees of coverage. Get me even closer then if that's going to be the way that you're going to do this out. ECM protection going down, and fire. Into his back. Ooh, lots of red numbers. Very happy to see it. Firemoth, no. Welcome to never having a decent shot on me ever. Luckily for us, he's not a firemoth. Oh, just zipping all over the place at maximum speed. That little tiny thing. And if you got hit, then it was like, you know what? It's over. It's all over. He's turning back. He wants to engage. He missed us and fired a single medium laser. Did not connect. See, what's the other one? There's a lot of, like, little lights that are really cool in MechWarrior.
Quick step in it.
Oh, you are just about to die in all the ways. Well, no, that's not true. You still have frontal armor. We stripped you of all your back armor. If these guys would just ever get to the front line, they'd be so effective because they have so much ECM. But it's just never going to happen, is it? Sprint! Get right up there. First of all, we sprinted to make sure that we didn't have anybody in front of us. Then we're going to fire everything. Oh, oh, that was beautiful. I love this mech. Because when you hit with the heavy smalls, it's just like everything explodes in titanic gouts of flame. It's lovely. Now we just gotta hunt down this wolfhound and murder him. Although, what's a wolfhound doing way out here in clan space? It's a wolfhound 1X. Large laser shot, missed by 46%. We're perfectly happy about that one. He's never gonna actually manage to hit us as long as we keep the ECM gear alongside us. Allied phase? Yeah, they're doing nothing. We get it. Oh, you actually... Wow. That's some serious distance they got going on there. I am impressed with their performance on that. Sprint, Arctic Cheetah, you have a side shot, which, you know, potential better accuracy. 32%. I may as well take advantage of every single thing I can possibly get out here. You missed with the large laser. We don't want to hurt him too much until we actually get on top of him because he can run away and then we can lose the mission that way, which is obviously not fun. I'm not going to fire at a 9.2% chance. Indirect fire is not particularly accurate just yet for us, although there are things we can do to make him more accurate, namely giving him tactics, certain fire control systems, and targeting systems, but for now, we're just going to ignore that and just pretend that thing doesn't work. Running!
Yes, Commander.
You are up and you cannot miss. And for that, I love your little mech.
Roger.
It has a prototype laser AMS? Really? Let's find out. Never mind, we're not going to find out. We'll find out later. Arclight, your cougar. Your cougar is required to annihilate him. Sure. Let's fire everything, right? Yeah, we'll shut off one of the small heavies. He took damage, that's all we care about. Doesn't look like he shot anything down either, so we do have some good stuff going on. If a multiple ECM, switch one to ECCM to counter his electronics. Does he have electronics? I'm not seeing any sort of electronics going on here. Sprint right next to him. Yes, I understand. We're taking a little bit of a accuracy. Oh, he does. Ooh, didn't realize that. Fire anyway. We will electronic counter his countermeasures.
Ready to rock.
Coach, get your Kid Fox on in there. Get your darn Kid Fox in there. Actually, stayed a little bit further away. That's perfect. Just at that range. Ooh, even worse. Fire. It's a little bit of damage. He does have an aim. Okay, so he didn't have an AMS last time, but now he does. So that's interesting to work with. Hi, am I close enough? Oh, just getting through. Upper arm, shoulder destroyed on that one. Come on, give me the cougar. The cougar is the one that I need. Should have Guardian ECM? We will take care of that in a jiffy. My ECM is countering your ECM. There's nothing you can do about it. Except die. All weapons. Oh, look at the accuracy now that we're countering his ECM. Blast away! And there he goes. Oh, he did medium pulse laser. We destroyed the... Well, maybe we didn't. I'm not sure, actually, if we destroyed that AMS or not. It'd be nice to steal it. After all, laser AMS is amazing in so very many ways. Simber, you were supposed to remind me about something, and I can't remember what. So you're going to have to remind me about the reminder. So, because I don't recall. Click the ning thing. Yeah, that's nothing. Okay. Yeah, so the laser AMS would be lovely to steal if we can get our hands on it. Unfortunately, I don't think it's actually going to get stolen. I think we're going to suffer and never be able to actually pick it up. So 41,270 Seabills is not bad. Everybody did okay. Took no damage on the Cougar. Good job there. Our heaviest mech didn't actually get touched, which seems to be so very common. Oh, there's so many Arctic Fire. 1, 2, 3, 4. Really? How is that a thing? Oh, there's almost all of it. Okay, you're a large laser. You're mediums. A tag I don't really care about. MML5 is always interesting. Lots of endo steel. There's an advanced targeting computer. +1 offensive push accuracy. I'm taking that. Energy ++. So +25% energy crit, minus 50% energy minimum range, +15% heat generation. Obviously not ideal. Any double heatsink kits? I don't see, no. Omnipod's reflective coating. Oh, make yourself extra immune to energy weapons, although extra vulnerable to kinetic, so obviously not ideal in that part. Inferno missiles. Oh, that's so tempting. Because we could bring 5 heat damage. We could do 150 heat damage. Oh, I want it. I really, really want it. Yes, Razor does deserve credit for pointing that out. Always bothered me. I use it on occasion. I just didn't know it. It deals... we have an MML 30. It deals 5 heat damage per missile. How can... Oh, it's so good. I want to make that work. The only concern that I have is it worth grabbing that other SRM ammo? The half-ton? No. The LRM incendiary would be +1 heat, +2. We go on war crimes. Oh, come on. It's not that much of a war crime. It's just a little bit of heat. A little bit of heat never hurt anybody. We only get to do it 3 times before we kind of run out, but hey. Oh, but there's endo steel here too. Endo steel's so good. You grab all the cockpit stuff. Yeah, he's probably right, unfortunately. Yeah, we need that energy, the energy targeting system. The flamer one, I don't really care about. And the Artemis fire control system, I also don't really care about. But the energy focus, no offense. Well, we've demonstrated that our missiles can absolutely hit things, especially in the right range. All right, we've got one of the Wolfhound parts and one of the Fireball parts. Pair of ER medium lasers, which is lovely. A couple of basic cockpits, which are useless, and we did not get our Inferno ammo. Oh, you're hurting me. You're hurting me, game. I wanted it so much, but it couldn't work. It was not to be. Alright, Simber was supposed to remind me of something. Because you can't cook the pilot alive and they're making RogueTech. Oh, sadly, no, you can't. If you could, I mean. Can you? Yeah, you can, because they take an injury if they fail things. Yeah, that would be funny. Although at some point they're certainly working on it, because they've started working on more pilot effects. I hear, coming down the pipeline, that we may be looking at pilots not able to stand their mechs back up after having fallen over, depending on their actuators. I don't know if that's actually in this patch. So, yet. Yes, Glass has it. Yet. That will be a thing eventually. Still don't remember what somebody was supposed to remind me of. Because I told her to remind me of it after the mission. And now I can't remember. This is why we do these things. Alright, so some more nice gear. Probably, he's already got a special targeting system on the Arctic Cheetah. And Tortuga took Inman from Davian. Oh yeah, I was going to show him the map. That's right, 12,000 for the next 3 days. Ought to be perfectly fine for us. How are we doing actually in terms of money to current expenses? It's like 900,000. Almost 1 million Seabills, and we're such a tiny lance. Oh, the pain. Show me the star map. Show me all of the beautiful stars. Welcome to the inner sphere. This right here is the Tortugan Dominion. Is that not lovely? Oh, do they stretch all the way down here? Somebody's been busy. They stretch... Holy God, they stretch hard. So they're basically all of this right now is the Tortugan Dominion. Congratulations, you beat out the Turian Concordat in terms of systems. That's lovely. Standing up is a thing already in the patch. If you're missing actuators or a gyro head, it's less likely to succeed. Nice. Supercharger suicide? What? But welcome to the stream, Debek. Oh, I did a, where the target was a fireball, killed itself before it came to sensor range. They start over here. But yeah, let's see, where is the homeworld of the Tortugan Dominion? New Delphi, that's not it. Halik? Helvetia? Lemnos? Nah. It's further in, isn't it? Where is the capital of the Tortugan Dominion? I don't actually know. Which is kind of funny because I'm in the middle of Tortugan space. Well, it looks like they are currently on the way of capturing a couple of things out here, I think. Going to EC3040B52A. We don't go there anymore. Apparently that is from the Tortugan Prowlers. Hello, Andre. Welcome to the stream. Unfortunately, we are about to end the stream. Tortugans start right next to the Turians. Oh, okay. Yeah. So, Howl's Harrows is somewhere down there. Alright, so we have kicked serious butt. We have taken serious names. We have gotten quite a bit of equipment. Our mechs are in rather fine shape. We have picked up a whole other mech. Or did we? Yes, we picked up a whole other mech. And the Steel Vipers likes us. Quite a bit. Now, whether or not we like the Steel Vipers is incredibly up to us at this point as well. We have just wasted all of our money making the payments. Because, oh god, so painful cash. We're going to have to do something spectacular that allows us to continue to just be aggressive. All of our pilots are back. All of our mechs are back. And we're in relatively good shape, I think. We're up to 6 mechs at this point, which I think are worth keeping. The Cougar, of course, does need a little bit of a refit at some point. Although he is using a fire control system Nova, which I feel is very important for his mech at the moment. Arctic Cheetah has a fire control system energy. We can probably improve that with a ++. The Commando, I have no idea what we're building. I think we're just fixing it from being destroyed. Kit Fox is fairly solid with its MML 30 package. Unfortunately, we're not able to add Inferno rounds to that mix, but maybe in the future. Lego is, well, it's Lego. And of course, the Locust 2C continues to be one of my favorite rookie mechs that I've ever built. I think this thing is amazing and fantastic, and I need to get more Artemis systems onto it just so it can be even better at what it does. Alright folks, we've been streaming for about 2 hours. We've been enjoying this brand new patch, enjoying the fact that we can now field full stars, or if you happen to be playing for the Inner Sphere, you can field 2 full lances of mechs, which, you know, gets to be a little bit crazy and it's a lot of fun. Hi Corellian, sorry to say that you... Alright, gonna dive into Battletech again. Yep, so thank you everybody for joining us for this stream. If you want to see more content like this, come up to our YouTube channel. Just look for Tyrek in Battletech or RogueTech and you'll find me pretty gosh darn quickly. We've played a couple of RogueTech campaigns before, maybe check those out. We're currently doing a campaign, Howl's Harrows. Check those out as well if you feel like it. We also did an original playthrough of the original vanilla Battletech story, complete with silly voices and the like, which we had a grand old time with. If you're over on Twitch, hey, drop us a follow maybe. We would love it if you could join us on future endeavors as we do this sort of things. Join our Discord. Sproke has just put that up over on the Twitch. If you're on YouTube, it is in the description down below. Come join, say hi, maybe get a little bit more involved, and maybe join the Mech HQ game. I mean, we don't really have many slots at the moment, unless you want to be an aerospace pilot. If you want to be an aerospace fighter pilot, I've got 3 slots for that, just because we recently added them to the company. We originally had 4, but 1 got shot down by massed LRM fire and then just cratered his way through the center of an entire fire base as mechs were jumping over the walls to support things. But yep. Yeah, join us and leave comments. Spread the word. That's the biggest thing that I could ask of you if you would potentially do that, is just spread the video far and wide and share it to anyone you happen to run into. We're trying to grow the channel a little bit more. We're up to 730 subscribers last time I checked, which we went up by 120 over the past month, which I was just floored by, which kind of has me as the secret goal at this point, which is no longer a secret because I'm telling you exactly, of getting to 1,000 subscribers before the end of the year, but we're going to have to see about that. Anyway, I've been Tyrek. If you like what you've been seeing, hit that like button and subscribe. Drop a follow. If you want to see more, if you want to receive a notification every time I post one of these videos, press the little bell icon on YouTube, leave a comment, share the video, and I will see you all in the next episode.